Hey everybody, welcome to Crescent City Gumbo Studios. I am your host DJ Dan Unique. I'm sitting in here all by myself yet again. These Six Gun Solution guys, they get into trouble. These are real rock stars, man. They live that rock star life. Their manager called me a little while ago. I just can't find a good spot here. Their manager called me a little while ago and said, hey man, we might be running a little late. We might not show up with everybody. We might have one person. We might have everybody. It might just be me. So I was like, dude, Donald, it's okay, man. Just show up. We can still talk about the guys. It's no big deal. We'll make it happen. We'll make it work. So they're trying to work things out. They're trying to work things out. I think they're at the Kenner Police Department right now, or on their way or something. I'm not real sure what's going on, but I'm hoping to find out shortly because these guys are crazy. But we got a lot going on. There's so many things happening. Mr. Andy Malnar has donated a guitar that he's raffling off, auctioning off, however you want to put it. You go to Andy's Facebook page and go check out his guitar that he's raffling. He posted it a few times. I think it was today. I'm probably shared it. If not today, then yesterday. We got trying to get some money raised for their drum for. I'm sorry, I'm kind of lost right now. They're trying to. It's a fundraiser for a really good cause, and it's a beautiful guitar. It's a metallic silver custom-made baritone guitar, a little bit shorter than usual. Hey, look, I see myself on TV. Hey, what's up, everybody? Look, we're here. We're loud. We're proud. All that fun stuff. The studio's kind of empty. I do have it set up for 3 more people, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. Hopefully they can show up. Tomorrow we have Mason Moller from Silver Dose. He's gonna be here, the guitar player. He's gonna be hanging out with me, chatting, talking. Hopefully we get him to play some guitar. Get him to play some drums. We're gonna debut or reveal a new song from them. We'll have to check that out and see what it's like. I really like these guys. They're very, very talented, very cool. So far, so good. 3 guys in the band, and they're phenomenal. So what's up? Yeah, you're looking around. I saw that. I thought it was one of them faces like, oh my goodness, what's going on? It's like there's not much going on. Yeah, you can see my beautiful legs too. You see that? You like that? Yeah, I'm handsome. So that's why I was so far away from the camera. Hey, is that Donald Martin trying to say something? Let's see, what's he got? I don't see what's going on. So, hey, we're just going to keep rolling on. These guys will show up shortly, hopefully. There it is. Danny King. How you pronounce your last name, Danny? Nipfing. Danny King Nipfing. This is a fundraiser for him. Andy Malnar's guitar is being raffled off for Danny King. He's a wonderful, wonderful drummer. He had an accident, and unfortunately, medical bills these days are outrageous, and they're raffling this beautiful guitar off. Hey! I love the Joker. This wonderful guitar is going to be raffled off. I got a bunch of chances. I'm going to win it. I have this feeling. I really want to win it. It's not because I play guitar, because I would love to have that beautiful guitar hanging in the back. And when certain people come in and, they really nice, really cool, laid back, bringing in them Clorox teenies like Donald Martin's going to be doing, come in, let them play it a little bit, and it'd be a blast. Even get some of the guys from Lillian Axe to come in, or Power Shrine, or any of these guys out here to come in and show off this guitar and see what it sounds like. There is a wonderful video of Steve Blaze. Steve Blaze is demoing this guitar for you, and it sounds amazing. It looks amazing, and yeah, it's gonna be mine. I really hope so. Anyway, I would really love to win it, and unfortunately, the numbers aren't up there. People aren't buying enough tickets. Get out there, buy some tickets for this thing. Oh, no. What up, buddy? Yeah, Jeremy LaBeouf. That's got a bunch of good people logging in. Look at this. So hopefully we got a few guys joining us. Look at these lights, man. I got the camera way over there. I can't see what's going on. But I don't know. I think it looks okay. Red, white, and blue. Y'all digging that? Y'all digging that? What's Andy? Danny King needs to be on the Gumbo. Absolutely. I've talked to Danny, but Danny lives pretty far away. And that was how we got Mike Maxon here. Mike came in because Danny was living pretty far away. And I don't think he was completely healed yet. So Mike came in and hung out with us, which was amazing. It was wonderful to hear his stories. And we got Steve Blaze to come in. We're going to have to eventually get the whole band to come in. We get all of Lillian Axe. Hopefully we get Power Shrine in here too, all of those guys. And Sledgehammer, hard rocking band, man, all up in your face. Let's see, Andy Mauner, what's up, Andy? Y'all having a wonderful conversation over there. Yeah, just ignore me. I'm not here. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's staying away from injections of Clorox and all that fun stuff. Let's see. Folks need to buy tickets. Bobby Hotard got the numbers right now. So, you know what? I bought some today, and I would love to buy some more, and I think we're going to, as long as my wife says we can afford it. We will buy some more. Because, like I said, if I win it, it's going to hang up in here, and we're going to leave it up there as a shrine. I'm going to get Andy to sign it for me if he doesn't mind. And all the wonderful, amazing, talented guitar players from around here, if you want to come in and jam it out and see what it feels like, see what it sounds like, maybe you can buy one from Andy later. That would be wonderful as well. We can put it on display, let you demo it, come in and jam. I'll sit behind the cajon or play the tambourine or something. We can make that happen. Maybe get the cowbells out. Who knows? We get a cowbell set up with quints. We have 5 different cowbells. Let's see. Please add Mike Max, Steve Blaze interviews to your YouTube channel. Hey, you know what? That's a great idea. And unfortunately, I haven't done that yet, and I apologize. It's gonna happen, Richard. I promise, man. I've been doing that for a while, and there's so much been going on. And man, you know, I have no excuse. I failed. I fell short of my mark as I have been lately quite a bit. So I hope I can redeem myself one way or another, Richard. Hang in there, buddy. We'll get some Crescent City Gumbo t-shirts in here. And if you're in a band and you got some swag that you want to sell, you want to give away even, if you wouldn't mind throwing something my way, I can wear shirts while I'm interviewing other people, other bands to help promote, do some constant thing. We need more cowbell. That's right, Jeremy. Oh, look, Bobby Hotard's here. What's up, buddy? That guitar's mine. That's all I got to say to you. That guitar's mine. Hopefully. All right. So, Donald Martin, manager for these rock stars, Six Gun Solutions, said, hey, man, I got some moonshine. I was like, you know what? It's raining. We're not going to see any of that, so bring whatever you got. Dude, I build, paint, and struggle to type now. I got to learn to write. But Andy, you are a brilliant guy. You're smart, and I have the computer monitor way too far away, and I'm squinting to read it. I haven't figured out how to make this studio ergonomically, incorrectly, you know, all that anti-disestablishmentarianism kind of stuff, and I don't know what that means. I have over 50. Andy Melner, I have over... Bobby, you have 50 guitars? Is that what I'm reading? You have 50 guitars? How many of them are Andy's? Huh? Put you on the spot. Yeah. So what's everybody doing tonight? Everybody, was it the Top Cats are playing live tonight? I don't want to take away from anybody. You know, I would love for y'all to stick around, hang out with me, but that's great. But a lot of those guys out there, they need some help, and I even bought some. All right. Gave them as gifts. Oh, nice, man. You bought some too. That's beautiful. You know, that's a good idea, Andy. I'm gonna talk to my wife. See if we can buy a few chances and possibly give them away on tomorrow's show or next week sometime. I can come in by myself and say, hey, well, look, I'm by myself right now. It's a shame we didn't talk about this before. Andy, you need to come over and eat pancakes more often, man. I have around 20 guitars. I have over 50 tickets. Oh, okay, maybe you're going to win. But that's awesome, dude. Thank you for chipping in for that cause. You're a great guy. And if you win that thing, I would love for you to come in and play it in here, you know. Let me look at it. If I could even put my fingerprints on it, I would absolutely love that. And then you can, you know, use the hand sanitizer later and clean my corona-ness off of it. So, anything fun, phenomenal, amazing going on tonight other than me hanging out in the studio by myself? Well, wait, I'm not by myself. I got my buddy Tin Can right here. So we're hanging out. We're having a blast. If anybody wants a beer, swing by. We might be able to hook you up. Unless I drink them all. I mean, you know, anything's possible in Crescent City Gumbo Studios. It's kind of small, kind of tight, but we can make it work. Right now might be the wrong time to start stacking bodies, but eventually we might come to that if we have like a 15-piece band. You know, get some horns in here. Get everybody, you know. Get giant percussion groups. Like, we'll get the Blue Man group. Man, that'd be awesome. Are there any local percussion groups like that that perform around that you know, have a blast and paint themselves whatever color they want? When I was a snowboarder, I used to paint my head blue and go and wear all black and go snowboarding as a Blue Man. It was phenomenal. And Jimmy LaBeouf, Andy Melner, oh yeah. Oh look, Joe Conforto. Hey, what's up, Joe? Welcome to the show. Are you tuning in to see those rock stars that were supposed to be here? Well, I'm sorry, buddy, but they're not here, not yet. Hopefully, they can make bail because they're having a little trouble right now. Their Facebook Live tour isn't paying as well as they want it to. They're trying to make bank so they can pay the bills. I think they have families. I think they have families. At least one of them does. Maybe they're all just consider themselves a family. Welcome, Warren. It's a beautiful night. It's raining outside. It's raining right now, so I'm inside. The air conditioning's kicking at 69 degrees in here. Gotta love that. All right. Joe should be on too. Promise. Yes, he gets. Oh, well, Joe, man, absolutely. I'm open to have anybody on here, even if I don't like the genre of music that you play. If you're a dedicated musician that loves what you do and put your heart and soul into the entertainment, then I would love to have you on here. I really do. Look, Tim's on, man. I hear wonderful things about you, dude. Maybe we'll get you in here too. Tim, you want to come talk about your special talents? What do you do, Tim? Let everybody know in the comments, because I think everybody in the comments already knows who you are. Is writing right now. Oh, wonderful, Karen, my sweet, wonderful, gorgeous wife just commented, and yeah. So just be aware, Karen, that if you're going to start flirting with me, everybody that's in the comments can see that. So isn't that wonderful? Let's do it. Tim, come on, man. Next week, we got a show tomorrow, but next week's pretty wide open. We've been busy just about every night. This has been great. Lonnie Miller, welcome. This has been great for Crescent City Gumbo and anybody else that wants to be involved, because the more eyes that are on us, the more eyes are on you. And hopefully we can get you some work, make you some money if you're hurting. If you're not, come on anyway. We'll talk about that and possibly, work on giving away some stuff. I was thinking about maybe selling some raffle tickets or actually asking for donations, and we can find some people that are hurting really bad that can barely pay their bills or are having trouble paying their bills at all. Have them come on and, we can give them a donation, like maybe pay them to play or something. Yes, Tim needs to be on. Andy, you need to be on. I know it's far away, but you still have to come on, man. We need to see those guitars. Lonnie, you see what's happening. I'm lonely in my studio. I'm supposed to have several rock stars in here and a manager that has Clorox Teenies. He's got a whole bottle of them. He mixes them by the pitcher. I mean, I'm not going to inject it, man. I'm a little nervous about that. But, man, I will drink some of that stuff. Because, Clorox been making your whites white for years. It'll clean your insides out too. You know what I'm saying? But all fun and games aside, I hope those guys make it pretty soon. Let's see. You need a translator for Captain Cryptic. You know what, Bobby, that would be fun. And I think maybe we should get several people on at the same time and let Andy talk. Give him, Andy, 2 sentences, real quick. 2 sentences, and then we each take turns trying to interpret what he said. We can let the world know what we think it is that he meant, and then Andy can shake his head yes or no, and if we get it right, we get bonus points or something. I don't know, we get a chance to go run around in my backyard, chase the dog. Anybody want to see my... Oh, Jesus. I want to see it. I mean, even if you spell it that way. Get Donald Martin up there and play. I'd love to, but the drums, you hear that, right? The drums are set up. I got the guitar plugged. The guitar's not exactly set up, but I wasn't sure who was coming. I got a bass rig over there. I got a guitar rig over here. We can make something happen. If you don't have any gear, you can't bring anything in. You don't want to bring anything. That's fine. We can make it happen. I got everything we need to put on a little show, jam a little bit, however it needs to be. I have a couple ukuleles. I got a cajon. I got this beautiful drum set on loan from Sometimes I Swear, my buddy Kevin Abshire. Microphones right here on loan from Kevin Abshire as well. I got lots of equipment on loan from a lot of people. I like to let everybody know that like All Pro Production has provided some of the gear, like these lights. Those were a donation. I was like, hey, we love what you're doing here. Put these up every now and then. Mention us. I actually got a phone call from Paul Guidry earlier. It's like, dude, stop. You're talking about me too much. I was like, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about All Pro Productions. One of the best sound companies out there, top notch, real good gear, real good personnel, solid engineers, solid lighting, all that fun stuff. They just bought a brand new, I think it was a half hog or some kind of hog console. They got some moving heads. They got a bunch of LED pars. Really cool stuff. I haven't worked with them in a long time. I used to run lights with them. I used to run sound sometimes, monitors, all that fun stuff. We did a bunch of PA installs, like Southport Hall. I was part of that install. We did some churches, not churches fried chicken, churches where people go congregate and pray and stuff. So, Andy, 12 birds sitting on a stone eating gingerbread. All right. 12 birds sitting on, I'm not even going to try. If anybody wants to try to translate that in the comments, please do. Because I don't know, man. It's like a dozen beers. You're talking about a 12-pack? I don't know. Or. But I do like gingerbread. All right. So, any cool stories? Anybody got anything to say? Any questions? Anybody else want to get on the show? PM me, send me a message, text me, call me. All my information's up there against my better judgment. But this time, right now, people need to reach out, and we're going to help as many people as we can. It would be wonderful to get everybody on here. I know we're not going to be able to do that, but we sure will try. And get out there and buy some of those chances for the guitar. Hey, Andy, if you can, if you got a quick picture, can you throw it up in the comments? Since I'm not technologically savvy enough to actually show it, could you do that? All right, dude. They are letting all the prisoners loose in Washington, including the Green. Oh boy, I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna do my best. To not go political or to give you my personal views, because I don't think my personal views need to be heard. Because who am I, right? I'm just a guy, just a dude in a studio, all alone, waiting for Clorox Teenies to wash down what's in these tin cans that I'm hanging on to. Now, just for future reference, my wife is an administrator on this page. So the door just flung open, and it's not my daughter. Who is it?
What's up?
Oh my God, we got some legendary rock stars. What's happening? Welcome to the show. Come on, have a seat. What we got here? Got some
swag for you, boys.
Oh my goodness, no. Did y'all make it? Y'all break free? Because the cops had y'all, that Donald Martin guy called me and said, hey, we got them on there on the side of the road. We got the Clorox Teenies coming. Just be patient. So look, Six Gun Solutions in the house. So, welcome, guys.
What's up, man?
Oh, hey. All is well. Is it raining? Yes, but you know what? That's okay, because I was all kind of funky from working in the yard. How y'all feel about being in the back of cop cars?
Oh, man. It happens.
It happens.
There's no leg room. I'm tall.
Wouldn't have been for them damn strippers, man.
All right, we got Six Gun Solution in the house. And look at this. Look at that. I can't read the front right now, but I can read the back. It says, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And on the back it says, oh, dude, that is cool, man. My daughter is going to love it. My daughter's six.
Stable one.
What?
Yes.
Dude, I love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to the show, everybody.
We gave her
Good to be here.
It's about time. Look at Vixen over there.
Gave her the t-shirt, guitar pick, and a picture.
No, use the mic. Step up to the mic there, buddy. Don't be scared. I know you're a drummer.
Hey.
Nikki Sticks.
Drummers today, huh? What you gonna do?
What's a microphone? I don't know what this is. What you got here, guy? What you doing? You throw this thing in my face? What am I supposed to do? Because I'm just using the system. So if y'all ever want to come in here and jam, it's all good. We got this drum set. I got a bass rig over there. Got a guitar rig with a few pedals on the ground. If y'all want to throw down, that's wonderful. I don't play guitar. I barely play bass, and I play drums even less. But I do have a cajon right there. If y'all want to get crazy,
Cajon solo.
This is an awesome space, man.
I appreciate that.
I really
man.
dig this. Nice and cozy, man. I really dig it. Makes me want to talk about stuff.
Makes you want to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
All right. How about them backstage? Speaking of being in little cozy places, tell us about some of your backstage experiences.
Oh God, we were talking about that on the way up here.
So let's see. There was this one time at Southport Hall.
Oh boy. Upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. I've been there.
Old Vic's here.
With that beautiful red hair.
A three-generation foursome. He did the grandmother, the mother, and the daughter all at once.
That's epic, dude.
I call it a clean sweep.
A clean sweep. That's way better than anything I've ever had in my life.
He had the daughter, he had the MILF, and the GILF.
Oh boy.
They were like, how did the show go? I'm like, I don't know. I had a great time.
Yeah, I wasn't even on. I didn't even make it to stage.
A DILF, MILF, GILF.
I could have a son, a grandson, and a nephew all at the same time.
Uncle Daddy. I love it, man. Uncle Daddy. That's beautiful stuff, man. Hey, We got I even got a console, got a little MR12, a little Midas MR12 we can run through, and if like I got a little sound system, like we got anybody needs to throw down somewhere, need a little rig. We got a quick little rig I can set up, take about a half an hour. I'm not a musician, but I do know a little bit about pushing gear
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man.
and drinking beer. Pushing
love
gear,
this
drinking
spot,
beer.
man.
Well, we know about that. We know about that. We know
I
about
bet
that.
rock stars, man. Tell us about Cincinnati. Y'all just got arrested in Cincinnati because you had too many people on your bus. The cops pulled you over and said, you got 12. That's more than 10. Come on, go to jail. I mean, that y'all manager called me and said, dude, we're not going to be this last Saturday, right? Y'all was supposed to show up
It
last
was,
Saturday. Manager's like, dude, we can't make it. I'm like, why?
You know, band and crew put us at the limit, but then, like I said, we brought in the strippers, and that was it.
telling you, man.
Right?
Strippers.
And if loving strippers is wrong, then I don't want to be
I
right.
hear you, buddy. I hear you. Dude, it's a pleasure to have you guys in the studio.
Man, pleasure's all ours.
All right,
man.
because this has been so much fun for me, and just getting to meet a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of new bands. I've heard of y'all. I've never seen y'all. Y'all play at Smitty's. I see all the time. I advertised for y'all a few times when y'all were playing at Smitty's before all this nonsense. Y'all manager Donald been keeping in touch with me since then, and it's about time. I'm so happy to have y'all in here. Everybody, if y'all got any questions, hit us up in the comments. We'll get to them if we can. Let's see. I'm sorry, but dude, those wigs, oh my God, gotta go. Come on, these guys are hot. I'm questioning.
Haters are
why.
gonna hate, man. Haters are gonna hate. You know,
Wasn't
Right.
that a Taylor Swift song? Do y'all play that one?
we always get flack. You know, people say, oh, you know, you're a gimmick band. You
Come
know?
on, they're rock
Like I
stars.
said, haters are gonna hate.
Dude, if you're gonna be a tribute band, you might as well go that extra mile, and I'm sure
Gotta wake up.
people appreciate that. I sure do. I mean, come on, I got legendary rock stars in Crescent City Studios. Beautiful, man. Thank y'all for
Gotta
coming.
wig up.
man.
You gotta wig up to rock up.
Wig up. You know what? I thought about wearing my mullet wig, but my wife's like, whoa. Whoa. Anyway, so how long have y'all been together?
Oh, about 3 years now.
About 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that long, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all busted up the other bands to come,
Well,
and kick Slash to the curb. And,
It's been a revolving door. You know,
Yeah.
I was in a band called Scrap Metal for 6 years.
yeah,
And Rob Flanagan, like a brother of mine.
beautiful.
So we did a show at Cat's Lounge, and
Like Cats Meow, y'all did karaoke?
nah.
Oh, okay.
This is in the parish, Cat's Lounge, and we did an '80s party, and
Nice.
everybody dressed '80s, even Scrap Metal. But Scrap Metal at that time was doing like heavy stuff, Drowning Pool and all. But we
Nice.
dressed '80s. I was one of our classics. So
My
it was
daughter
at that point when I said, "This is what I want to do full time."
That's fun stuff, man.
So it was like, I left the band, put Six Gun together, had an opening spot for Lillian Axe at Columbia Street Rock and Blues before I even had a band. It was
Nice.
just me and Stevie Mulkey. He's the singer for Rushing.
One of them bad boys.
I'm sorry, no, Andy Malnar said, "Who's the chick with the beard?" She be,
Oh, Andy.
You nut.
Miss you, buddy.
oh man, Andy with his cryptic conversations, man.
I like the one Stevie did. 12 birds sitting on a stone eating a sandwich.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know, but that's Andy. Andy comes up with the cryptic messages
Yeah,
like that.
I can't wait to meet Andy in
Hey,
person.
Andy, anything you say, man, just goes to my head. So it's
Right.
anything you say about me, it just always, I get a big head, man.
I hear you, man.
I like when people talk about me.
Yeah,
good
it
or
looks
bad,
like your wig's
you know?
gonna fall off. Your head's falling off. Andy,
Yeah,
keep it
yeah,
down,
it's-
man. Keep it down.
it's blowing out,
Trying to
you
stay in
know?
character.
So back to the story.
His head must be getting too big then.
I called a friend of mine from high school, Gary
Right.
Wilson, and said, "Gary, you want to be in a band?" He's like, "No, man, I don't think so." And I said, "Well, I got an opening spot for Lillian Axe." He said, "Give me a couple weeks."
Nice, yeah.
So he joined the band. Our bass player at the time, Matt Ryan,
Matt Ryan.
he not the Atlanta Falcons quarterback,
Right.
I know that name.
but
And
he worked at Guitar Center with Steve,
Nice.
and so he
He
says,
did
"I got a
not
guy."
want to be called Matty Ice. I know
I
that.
did not. So he said, I got a guy I want to bring in. I'm like, okay, well, cool. He comes in, plugs up. He's got dreads down to his knees.
Right.
Nice.
Starts shredding in my living room, and it's like, I think I probably played that whole practice with a boner. You know?
Nice.
It's like,
He had 3 drumsticks.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
You know what you could do with that?
Yep, I was like, you're in. You're
Skeet,
in.
skeet.
Urine. Oh man.
So,
Oh, skeet.
so then,
Hey, and I did it on a 7-string too, which was very confusing.
right. So then, the singer Stevie breaks his back
Oh no.
just prior to the show. So we have to bring in Net Keeler from Nullified.
Yes, I spoke
And
to
that-
her. She told me
Yes.
about
That's
she,
awesome too.
She said she
And-
had fun hanging with you guys.
And she came in and she absolutely killed it.
yeah.
and that's pretty fucking good.
So it was that night we offered her the gig. We said, "Hey, you know, do you want to be in Six Gun?" And
Nice.
she said, "I had a blast, but it's not my thing."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know, and you know, we respected that. You know, and
Not everybody's cup of tea though. Like
yeah.
80s hair, you know, like
but she absolutely killed it that night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, she brought it, and you know, when we got there, it was Lillian's crowd.
Yep.
You know, we had our people there, you know, with the Six Gun shirts in the front row, but it was basically Lillian's crowd.
Nice.
By the time we hit the third song, they got up and they came in. And
Cool,
it was
man.
like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Lillian was around all this time when you guys, all the songs that
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
tribute stuff. Yeah,
we
absolutely. I bet that was an awesome show, man.
It was
we had
great.
the guitar player play at Lacey's, didn't we?
Yeah, Stevie Blaze came out there and shredded it up with us. That was quite an honor, man. It
And I
was
tell you,
really
he's-
cool.
He's a super cool guy.
Oh,
Man.
super cool guy,
I was so
man.
nice for him to be in here and meet him and stuff. He was just so easy to talk to.
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, wow. Everybody's like, man, that was a great interview. I was like, no, that was Steve. That was. I mean, I was just there, like, you know. But yeah, it's amazing. Uh-oh.
I want to steal this hat.
You go ahead.
I want to go. I want to.
Yeah, we did a benefit for my son. My son was in a motorcycle accident,
Right.
and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did a benefit
Feels
at
good.
Lacey's Q. We had a bunch of bands play, and Steve came out,
Nice.
and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna get up and jam with y'all." I'm
That's
like,
true humanitarian,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
He's-
Yeah,
he's
and
a great
here's
guy.
the cool part. He did it on my guitar. He played my guitar. I had a
Wow.
couple instruments there, but he didn't actually play the selection with us on his instrument. He
Nice.
did it on my instrument.
That's beautiful.
So it was really nice, man.
Yeah, how do you like your guitar?
I think he liked it a lot.
cool, man. Because
Yeah.
everybody's guitar set up different action.
Well,
blah, blah,
it's a pointy Ibanez, so
Ah.
I think he dug it. You know.
blah. I got an Ibanez
I don't
right
want to
there.
tell him. I don't want
Just
to tell
saying.
him, but I was like, it sounded pretty good. I mean, you all right.
You're all right. But you know Steve Blaze, right? I mean, come on, he's a legend, man.
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
He's
It was
influenced
really
so many
nice.
people. Just like all the guys that y'all tribute, man. All the people that y'all and y'all do such a good job. I watched some videos. The crowd responds really well, and if you dig that kind of music, then you're gonna love these guys.
Right.
So go out and see them whenever you get a chance. As soon as we can go out and see anybody, for that matter. And when the rest of the guys get out of jail, y'all more than welcome to come to a show with us, man. How'd y'all like the story about when y'all on tour and said just because y'all couldn't make it last week?
That
Did you
was
like
awesome.
that?
That was
Dude,
awesome.
I'm in here. I'm like, oh, come on, man. What am I supposed to do? Okay. So put on my
I
thinking
mean,
cap.
everything comes at a price.
Everything comes at a price.
Comes
Step
at a
up to the
price.
mic there. You should know that. Singers, man. I'm telling you.
Well,
They're
Swallow
worse
that
than
mic.
drummers. They're worse than drummers. Yeah, and my little girl loves all that rock, man. So it's. I'm sure she's thrilled. She's probably smiling from ear to ear.
She
because-
was. It was like first we
Right.
gave her the T-shirt. She's
Nice.
like, and then gave her the picture, and it's signed by everybody.
Oh, thank you.
And
oh,
then
man.
the guitar pick, and she's like, "I'm good."
Yeah, she wants to learn piano. That's one. She's got an amazing
Oh,
amount
man.
of rhythm.
I love keyboard.
My oldest son was drum captain at ULL. He's graduating this year.
Nice.
Went there on a band scholarship. Percussionist extraordinaire, man. He went to Brother Martin. Phenomenal. He's good. So percussion's in my family. I'm not. My dad plays ukulele. He's 89. My dad's 89. He's ukulele, sings, entertains all the old ladies. It's awesome.
That is awesome.
And so it's in my veins. It runs through my veins. I'm not a musician by a stretch. I love to jam. I can hold down a beat. I can keep time, and I love just jamming with people. Like last night, the guy that was on with me last night, Jason Todd. Now we jammed a little bit off camera, even on camera,
Yeah.
and it's a blast. But just listening to people that actually know what they're doing, have a grasp on it, and do it with all the passion and love that's in your body, and you're throwing yourself out there saying, hey, look, this is what I got. If you like it, come see me. And to me, that's extraordinary. It's amazing, and people need to appreciate that more, because I can't do it, and most of y'all can't do it. Well, I don't know. We got a list of people in here that probably can, but get out there and show some love. If you see a band like this, you love the songs they play. Tell them when they go on break. Say, man, I like that, because they eat it up. As a sound engineer and a lighting guy, it's the same thing. When a band comes off the stage and says, man, the monitor sounded phenomenal, I was like, yeah, it's wonderful, but he was doing that,
Right.
But it just means the world to everybody. Just a little bit of positive, motivation and kind of brain
Right.
fart. That's great.
Well, you hit the nail on the head.
Mike, if you can't hear yourself coming
You
from...
really hit the nail
On the head. Like, it is an appreciation of what you're doing. Sorry. It's an appreciation of what you're doing.
Hey, you got to eat the mic. You got to eat the mic.
Oh, no! And don't trombone the mic either.
This
Don't-
ain't that kind of show.
You can do all sorts of shit to this mic.
Yeah, maybe get the effects going. I'll
Man.
get you some delay.
He was just talking about sound stuff, and I'm just like, oh, man.
Man, this is great. This is wonderful. All right, dude. All right. No, I can't wait to see y'all live. Next time y'all playing, I will definitely be there. There's so many shows I want to go see now because I have more time to sit here and watch people on Facebook live. And then when somebody says, hey, I'm in a band, I go check it out. I go look. And there's so many bands that I've never heard of that I'm actually meeting people, and it's phenomenal. So there's a lot of real talent around New Orleans, and that's what I started Crescent City Gumbo because of. Because
Right.
there's a lot of super talented people that aren't finding gigs.
That's true.
And the audience is just dropping off across the board.
Super talented.
But I have a plan. There is a plan. I got the plan. Crescent City Gumbo is going to do their best as soon as all this nonsense is. We actually started already to actually bring up the numbers in the clubs. I have some ideas. I've spoken to some club owners. I've spoken to some bands. I got some bands on board that are thinking about doing this. I'm not going to give any details because somebody's going to steal this idea. I know it. So we might talk after, but that's the problem. I go out to a bar. I go to Hurricanes to see a band that used to pack that place, and I go and there's like 15 people in there. It's like, this ain't cool.
No.
It's like people are relying on this for their money, especially right now. Oh my God, people are hurting right now. So help them out. If you see them playing live, throw them a buck on Venmo or PayPal or something. Leave it in the comments. Say, hey, good job. We like what you're doing. And if you can't afford to help them out that way, share the video. Start watch parties. That's the best thing. The more eyes on them, the better it is.
Right. Or just come rock out with your cock out. Shit.
You saw my sticker?
Hey, you know what I really want to know? What about the person commenting on the wigs? Are they still tuned in, or are they?
Oh, I don't even know. I can check that out.
I was kind of hoping to hear from them again to see how everything was going.
Go
All right.
grab them instruments, dude. This is a family show, and it ain't gonna happen. All right, let's see. With love that band. Yeah, they're great. They're great. They're phenomenal, and you do a good job at what you do. What you do, nobody else does it better.
We've been very fortunate. We played House of Blues,
Right.
opened up for LA Guns, which
Beautiful.
was phenomenal.
Yeah, we had a good time doing all this shit.
Opened for Trapped.
Ooh, see,
Yeah.
I'm a big Trap fan. I do like Trap.
We stripped the wigs that night and played more of a 90s set.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's given which.
This is gonna be fun.
Take it off the
Right.
stand and hold it. It might make
Yeah. I actually thought about
It's
giving you the
given
wireless.
What you're doing. What you're doing is different for each show.
Yeah, every show. Yeah,
You
has
know,
its
you're
own
not
personality.
you're not just always ripping and roaring the '80s hair and stuff.
Yeah,
So
like me.
the trap show was.
I feel like a
What
hit.
he's trying to say is get to the shows, man. I mean, I would say probably about, I think the year before Katrina, things were just on blast. I mean, completely. There were tons of bands, tons of shows. There was a little local
right.
circuit that people can access different local musicians to. There was a clique. It was nice. It was
Yeah.
fun.
We're working on that, buddy.
Yeah,
We're working
and
on that.
I see that. That's
Yeah.
what this whole thing is about.
Yeah.
Because if a group of people doesn't participate, then you don't have a scene.
Right.
But it would be really fun to be able to hop to 2, 3, 4 bars in a night and see 4
Right.
different bands, and everybody's
Yeah.
doing well and making money and playing
I
music.
remember being younger doing that, driving out to Metairie, have no idea who's playing.
Yeah, right.
But see 3, 4 bands and just
Yeah.
be like, yeah,
Yeah, right.
Go
Right,
on, my
right.
ears are
You
bleeding.
don't want out the loop, you know, because
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Everybody's
Right.
here already, and
Yeah.
these bands are playing. It would be
Yeah.
nice to feel that way, you
And
know?
who is this band?
Right.
Well,
Yeah, who cares?
how do
They
you know?
rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go out and see whoever. If you're out and about and you hear a band playing, walk
Yeah, but
in
you
that
know what
bar.
people do? People say people show up usually with a bad attitude to begin with, or
Yeah,
kind of
right.
whatever kind of attitude, and you show up and you want to judge somebody instead of just appreciating that it's there and that you can sense it. And
we kind of brought these so we can cover up the labels.
oh yeah, always got that. But
Yeah, we don't have any
Right,
endorsements
you
or
can
sponsors.
sense a
just
bad
another quick moment.
atmosphere.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And if I think rock and roll. People say rock and roll is dead,
No.
but rock and roll
Hell
kills
no, it
itself, and
Come
rock
to one of
stars
the
help
shows
do
and You'll
that.
see it ain't dead.
Just come to shows, guys, and let's have fun and drink. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And, go stand up by the stage and say you guys rock, and they'll probably play a special song for you, man. And throw the set list to the side. Yeah, oh,
He
Yeah,
drank, he drank them all on the way here.
them in the back of the cop car. probably. Yeah. Oh man, that's wonderful. But and absolutely, get out and see everybody. See whoever you can. If you don't like the band so much, go tell them y'all did great, and then go see somebody else.
Yep.
Because yeah,
Right.
You know, if 200 people went out on a little circuit, you know, every Friday or Saturday because they knew 4 or 5 different bands were playing,
yeah.
giving every band 20 minutes of your time would be really cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if they're good, and if they're not, maybe go talk to them and say what can improve. You know, if it's volume at shows, or if it's not enough merchandise. You know,
Merch.
those are all things. you
Yeah.
know?
We kind of notice a thing like if we're playing at Smitty's, and there's another good band playing at Hurricanes. Some bands will go to Hurricanes and catch their first set.
Yeah.
Then they'll come over to Smitty's and catch our second set.
Because Smitty's
Right.
is after hours. And
Right.
Smitty's stays open a little bit later, right?
So,
Yeah.
No, 10 to 2, just
10
like
to 2.
10 to 2.
just
Okay.
Right,
But-
but our set list, we're gonna rock your effing face off.
Nice.
Yep.
You gonna jump off the stage and punch somebody with their cell phone taking pictures of you? Huh?
If that's what it takes.
If that's what it takes. If that's what you want, you can show up to the show and say, "Hey, punch me," and I guarantee it's gonna happen.
Right. Oh,
You know, we're like
Put
the
your
ultimate
face
party
in my
band. You know, it's like
that's,
we'll do shots with you in the middle of the show.
Right,
You know, it's
right.
like, you know, hey,
Yeah.
you getting your shot? Bring us one. You
Yeah,
know?
and you're talking like penicillin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by penicillin and ketchup.
Give you that penicillin.
Clorox and hand sanitizer.
Hey, yeah,
Fit in there.
Clorox teenies,
I
man.
know,
Yeah, somebody.
it's a family show, but
Somebody posted something on it's like now like chewables or something with Clorox with pumpkin spice. I saw that today. Oh, dude, I'm like, oh.
you come to see a rock show, we're gonna melt your face off.
Yeah, that's what they're
That's
supposed
what
to
we're
do.
gonna do.
That's what they're supposed to do. They do what they do, and they do
That's
it
it.
well. And yeah, I got to give it to you guys. I've been
Right.
watching y'all videos.
If you miss the '80s, if you miss the face kicking rock, we're gonna give it to you.
We just
Yeah.
bring, you know, that was the whole thing, the concept coming in. It was like, let's take an 80s arena show,
Right.
shrink it down, bring it into a bar, and let's do this. And that's
Right.
what we're trying to do. I mean,
And it is. It's
Yeah.
It's face melting.
face melting. You
That's-
like that, huh?
I love it.
Yeah, we should make a cake.
It's like the Dougie. Everybody loves it.
Yeah. How about the nay nay? You like the whip and you
No,
like the nay nay?
I'm not too good at that, so I don't like it.
All right, Six Gun Solutions always out there rocking y'all. Like I said, unfortunately, I haven't seen you guys live yet, but you know, I got a little girl. It's hard to get out sometimes. Our babysitters are hard to find, especially since they're in college now. So, well, you know, nobody's working right, but y'all not playing either. So it's a wonderful thing and an honor to have you guys in here. I can't wait to see y'all live because of what I've seen so far on YouTube, on Facebook, and just getting to know you guys, especially your manager, Donald. That dude, he's weird, man.
He's-
Right.
He's all right. He has a tendency to be a bit of a dick, but he's all right.
Yeah, but you got to do that if you want to get the big gigs, right? You got to know how to work those corporate, yeah. Say
His
it, right?
wife says less of him.
So, how about did the floodwaters recede? I mean,
They did,
All right,
and
then,
it was
just-
like we could have went kayaking on my street last week. It was
yeah,
well. The thing right now is, I guess it's kind of everywhere. They're not manning the pumps 24/7 anymore in the parish.
yeah.
So, I guess nobody got there fast enough to turn the pumps on. But it was, it was.
Yeah. You sent me pictures. I was like, wow. Like, yeah, you don't have to come. It's good. no, no requirements here. No contracts, nothing structured. Straight from the hip. We don't practice. We don't do anything here. So, all right, Steve,
Yeah.
tell us about you, man. How long you been playing guitar?
Since I was 10.
Since you were 10, so that's like 5, 6 years now.
It's about
Yeah,
blowjob
yeah,
height.
yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly.
so how long you been playing professionally? How many bands have you been in?
I've been in quite a few bands, man, but the main thing is, it just really depends on what type of work you want to do with it.
Watch out drinking.
If you want to really, as a way to do it, you can just sacrifice everything and be all into it. But
Sure.
I find that when it becomes a big job, that the fun kind of gets sucked out of it.
Yeah.
So playing well is kind of just being able to talk.
Sure.
If you want to talk to people in your field, you got to be able to do the technical side of it well. But I think it's really about mainly keeping it fun, man, and never seeing it as work, because once you do that, it starts to become about money, and then it just gets weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Aside from being the shred master of Six Gun Salute,
Yeah.
Huh.
he is also in an original band called Typical Stereo.
Typical Stereo. Originals. Love originals.
Yeah.
And he is in a Rage tribute band called Know Your Enemy.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Nice. All right, so your original band. What kind of music? Genre?
It's pretty it's kind of proggy. I play an 8-string guitar in it.
Nice.
My analysis of it, the first time I heard him play, I said it's kind of like stoner surf music.
Okay.
Yeah, but it does have
I don't
a
even know what that
popular
means.
quality to it, which is important.
Sure.
It
It had like a California vibe to me. It was like when I
Oh,
first
good.
I was like,
Chili Peppers.
yeah, I was like,
Good,
man, I was
yeah.
like, this is like
And drop C.
stoner surf music.
Well, that's the thing. We have 3 guitarists. We have 2 guitarists on 6 strings who sing and they do harmonies and stuff.
Yeah.
Then we got a bass player, of course, but I'm kind of more this kind of glue that holds everything.
You're in between. You can
Yeah.
play the bass line.
What's
then
another
and-
range? What's the
Sure.
point of having, we're kind of like the next Eagles, just
Oh, wow.
guitars everywhere.
All right, all right. That sounds good. How many gigs y'all play often, or you get booked, or?
No, we did some outskirt stuff at South by Southwest a couple years back, and that
Nice,
was really
nice.
nice.
South by Southwest, that's
Playing
good.
on a building in the middle of Austin, Texas, seeing
Oh,
the
yeah.
skyline
Yeah,
at the
Austin's
top.
beautiful.
It was
Austin's
beautiful,
beautiful.
man.
Everybody goes to Austin. It's like, oh yeah, 6th Street, 6th Street. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
myself, I prefer 9th Street.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Austin,
We don't know
man.
what that means.
I know what you're saying, 69. Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're not.
No, not this time. Actually, when I was in the Army, I was stationed at Fort Hood, and then we went to Austin a few times. There's a 6th Street was a blast. I loved it. It's like Bourbon Street, but without the urine smell.
Yep.
And 9th Street, I'm a big BMXer. When I was younger, I was really into BMX, and 9th Street has some of the biggest, baddest dirt jumps. At least they did at the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was, that's why my legs are all jacked up and slipping pedals and bleeding.
You
Oh, yeah.
looking good. You looking good.
Yeah, sexy. Yeah. All right. Cool, man. I can't wait to hear that. I'm really interested in the original stuff that people are coming up with now, because the genres a lot of times like surf stoner rock. That's like probing new territory.
Put it this way, I wouldn't label it that, but I wouldn't say it isn't that.
That was just my interpret,
Yeah. So it's interesting to hear what people have coming out. So man, that's awesome. Here's to what's the name of your band?
Typical Stereo.
Typical Stereo. Go
Thanks,
check them
man.
out.
Thank
Y'all
you.
got a Facebook page?
Typicalstereo.net. We're on Spotify.
Pinkies up,
all the
motherfuckers.
platforms. All the platforms. You can
Pinkies
find
up
us.
for
Nice.
class.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spotify, I'm gonna break off a little bit right now. Crescent City Gumbo has something working right now. Through my brother-in-law Russell Caminita over at Amorous LLC. He does a lot of computer coding. He's an absolute genius when it comes to software. He actually wrote code to do a streaming website for music. And he's offering it to Crescent City Gumbo. Not really offering, but we're going to work together. We're going to work out a deal where we both kind of benefit from this. And the idea is we're going to call it Hot Streaming Gumbo. All right. And what we're going to do is we want local bands to send us MP3s and pictures. We're going to only support local. We're going to only put local bands
Nice.
up there, originals and covers.
Nice.
We figured it out that we can do covers. It's kind of, as long as we don't do too much. When we start getting a lot of traffic, then it starts, But only for local bands. Right now we're beta testing it. We got a few bands that have sent us music, and we have it up and running, and those bands are the only ones that have access to it right
Like
now.
because it gives us a chance, mainstream Mainstream is very difficult to get in.
Yeah, how are you going to get on the radio?
Right.
Yeah,
You can't.
no, unless you're on an interview or something and they let you play.
Right. Or
Yeah.
just.
Well, I'd like to do a shout out to my friend Chris Chaos at 92.3 right now,
Yeah.
down in NOLA. You know, he has put on a lot of local bands on his segment
I've been
with
watching.
the time. So it would be nice to kind of. Here's the thing, man. You gotta get people together,
Community.
not
Right,
in
right.
cliques. You
Music
gotta have
stuff.
a bunch
Music
of
stuff.
really smart, driven people who are driving for the same goal.
Yes.
Right.
And if you have that, if there's one thing in mind, then we know where the cruise ship's heading.
Right.
We're all partying
Right.
on the ship.
Yeah.
We want to get to the destination.
Right.
Right.
But usually what happens is you have a bunch of little small, like, John and speedboats going on all kinds of different directions, and nobody's together. Everybody wants the same thing, but everybody's so good they want to do it
Right.
on their own.
Right.
So if you kind of get people together, I think shows like this, shows like Chris is doing out in NOLA with 92.3, you can build something up, you know, and this will be a thing now.
It's coming.
Right.
You know, if we start talking about crazy shit right now, if I say something really crazy right now, people are going to be like, did you hear what that guy said? It could be meaningless. It could be
Right.
made up.
Right.
Right.
But people are talking.
Yeah.
And that's...
Talking about people.
Yeah.
Sorry. I used to DJ. I was a mobile DJ for a long time. Okay. Well, thank you for all that. That's wonderful. Vix, how about you, man? How many bands you're in? How long you been playing?
I've only been in 2
Are
actually.
you an original?
I'm-
Are you a natural redhead?
uh,
Does the carpet match the drapes?
well, ladies, that's only one way to find out.
Hey, we can go in the green room later.
Well, let's ask that grandma. She could tell us.
Ooh, mama.
Oh, Mama, damn it!
Does she like them pork chops? She makes smothered pork chops for you? Come on.
Oh,
So, yeah, tell us about what you've been up to, man. How old were you when you started?
I wasn't very. I mean, I was old actually, and like Don and
Steve?
Steve. Yeah.
Holy shit.
They've been playing their whole life.
Yeah.
I have not. I've actually only started singing since a friend of mine came into a bar room that I worked at, and they like he was jump starting that. Like I did karaoke and stuff like that.
Did you work at Catch Me Out?
Wait, he's
you know it. You know
LJ's
Did
what
you
we
really?
call. I'm sorry. He's what we call talent,
Yeah.
right? It's just we find this, you know, stud, this piece of meat that we need to
Big
fucking-
ol'
we need to
8.5.
drive into something and feed it, you know?
Big old 8.5, ladies.
Yeah,
Piece of meat.
Man, me.
Yeah,
So
it's
Karen, I hope Kate's not listening.
So he came in and wanted me to, you know, start singing and stuff. So I was like, man, I don't know, I can't do that. And he really taught me a lot
Nice.
about, you know, singing and stuff. You know,
Stage
just-
presence.
Yes. Stage presence is another thing. Like
Yeah.
that's
well, you got to
something-
be a stand-up comedian too, right?
Oh
Vince?
man, you do because
This dude's got jokes for days.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he does.
I thought I
man.
did until I started
No,
doing
he
this
does.
shit.
So how,
Well, when you're under the microscope, it's all.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
so how he came to be in Six Gun?
Yeah.
We had another guitar player in the band because, like I said, it's been a revolving door of musicians. But he said,
Yeah.
"Man, I got a friend of mine who wants to come in and just kind of sing that because we were still practicing, looking for a singer." He said,
Alright.
"I got a
Yeah.
buddy who wants to come in and he'll just kind of sing to help us along." So he comes in and we were doing nothing but a good time. And
Nice. I love that song.
he killed it, man. I'm like, "Dude, you want a job?" He's like,
Nice.
"Yeah, man."
Nice.
So-
Doesn't.
Jobs
I'm
are
gonna
nice.
rock my face off
You want to rock
in
your
front
face
of the
off.
ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Especially with that hair.
Wait.
Oh.
Right? In front of the ladies.
Ooh. Brown chicken, brown cow. All right. So, you in any other bands? Have you been in any other bands? It's the only band? What-
Just no. Well, just with Joe and stuff. We've done other bands, but it was like alt rock bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's where my comfort range was.
Sure.
So this has been kind of a challenge for me because 80s hair is just so much higher. The
Oh,
change
absolutely.
ups and the everything is just so much different. So, but F it, man. I've had
Go
such
for
a
it.
good time.
Yeah.
The shows have been so great. I mean, I don't know if I have a show shirt anymore. The show shirt is just my skin. Nah,
Nice.
I'm just whipping it off and rocking my face off for the ladies.
That's what you should do.
We always say, you know, it's like before a show, it's like, what are you wearing? What do we know? What spandex are you wearing? What shirt are you wearing?
Right.
Oh, you coordinating.
I'm
yeah.
just wearing the jacket with
Yeah,
no
that's it.
t-shirt. You know?
Yeah. Well, cool, man.
I found my shirt.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I did work at Cats Meow. I was an MC at Cats Meow for a while. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, how about you, Nikki? Tell us about you. How many bands have you been in? How long have you been rocking people's faces off?
I started playing drums when I was old enough to sit on my grandfather's lap. He was the drummer for Louis Prima.
Oh no.
Yeah, back in the day, he was the drummer for Louis Prima. So
5'2", baby.
So when I was old enough to sit on his lap, you know, my mom said I would play and he would do the pedals. So she said I would take cardboard boxes and flip them upside down and put them in tune.
Nice.
So it was in my blood, you know, from him. And so
Which
I guess
drumstick were you holding?
So I guess my first band I got in was in high school. It was a punk band called Captain Izzy and the Space Cadets.
Love punk, man. I'm a punk fan. Oh yeah.
Hells yeah.
And I got into a band called Onyx. We did a lot of Journey and
Dub dub up, make noise, me boys. That one, slam. That
We
one.
had to
remember
change
that.
the name because of
I
that.
went
They
there.
stole your
I
name.
remember
Okay,
that.
you remember that?
So we did a lot of Pat Benatar and Journey because we had a female singer. at the
Nice,
time.
man.
Man, Solitary Confinement,
Solitary Confinement.
Too Far Gone, Full Tilt.
Wait, these are band names.
This is bands that
I
I'm in.
kind of wow, dude. That's
Yeah.
experience. That's road. That's road. That's
So man, look, I've been playing basically since.
Old bastard.
Yeah.
Dirty old
I
bastard.
am the grandpa of the band.
You are the grandpa.
I
That's
am
why
the
your hair is
grandpa.
white and
I am
kind
the
of gray.
grandpa of the band.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. But you bring it all together.
So,
I mean, you hold it down.
and as of right now, Six Gun is
He
the only
does. He
band.
does.
It's the only band. Hey,
It's the
man,
only band.
I love your double bass setup. I dig it. You don't see that a
Man,
whole lot
look,
anymore.
look, that kit is my pride and joy, and I have to thank my wife Sherry for. She took the time to put that diamond plate wrap on it for me, and
Yeah.
you know she did a killer job on it.
Yeah, she did, and she did. She made the koozies too,
She
right?
did. She
Yeah. So does she? She had like own her own print shop or something? No.
Just does it right out of Hello Craft Room,
That's beautiful.
Sherry.
Craft.
and she also
awesome.
does our lights.
She's a lighting tech.
She is our light tech.
Beautiful.
She's my drum tech. She can set up and tear down my drums faster than I can.
Nice.
And it happened once because there was a show we played at Cats, and an amp fell over on my ankle, and like as soon as it hit me, it was like black and swollen. and-
Stacy said you forgot FMF.
Forgot FMF, yes. Oh, Slut Rag too. I was in Slut Rag.
Stacy Marie.
Yes. Actually, it's a funny story. Slut Rag is an original band out of Atlanta. They relocated
Okay.
to New Orleans. They were looking for a bass player and a
I
drummer.
keep forgetting
All right.
the line.
So our bass player Matt and myself, we filled in and we did a few shows with him.
Nice.
You
That's-
doing it and I'm watching.
That's how we got the show at House of Blues.
Nice, man.
Because Slut Rag was doing their CD
Oh.
release.
This dude here, man.
Is he lactating? I mean,
He's doing it and I'm watching it.
I
You know,
know.
that's the problem.
I think you were drooling. Good thing you have
Um,
that
yeah,
face
he
on
He
it.
loves it.
Six
It's like the
bucks,
Doug everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So that's how you got the gig.
That's how we got the gig. Yeah, Slut Rag was doing their CD release party, and
Oh man.
we came in, and it's a funny story because we were opening the show. So you have Slut Rag, you have a band out of Lafayette called Hey Thanks, Green Gasoline. Green Gasoline's a
Oh yeah,
Yep.
love
GG's
those
tight.
guys.
Yep.
GG's tight.
And Southern Brutality.
I love Southern Brutality.
And-
They were actually gonna they were gonna do their debut show, but coronavirus hit, and they were actually like, dude, can we come do our debut show at Crescent City Gumbo? I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, but still
Fuck
working the
yeah.
details out.
So we-
their riders are crazy, man.
We
no,
get-
no,
we get-
no red M&Ms, none of that stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
We get to the House of Blues, and we're not used to that kind of
We
treatment
give
because
no fucks.
we
You know?
But you should.
You go to a club. You got to lug your own gear in, set it up. It's like we
Yeah.
get there and they're like, "Who you with?" With Six Gun. What you got? Drums. We got a drummer. We need a cart down here. They come get my drums, put them in the elevator, bring them up to the stage.
Nice.
So then we go in, and it's like, lady
Yeah.
comes up. She says, "Hi, I'm Debbie with hospitality. I'm going to show you to your dressing room." I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
Yeah, that's
what?
tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you play
That
main
show
room
was
at House of
yeah.
Blues, I think even if you play Parish Room,
Yeah.
you get hospitality. Even
Yeah,
like I
that's
think
true.
if you're just nobody who plays the Parish Room, you at least get like a case of beer and like a girl comes and tells you hello. You know, but
That's nice.
downstairs is even nicer, man, because you know they're bringing you all kinds of shit.
But it was
There's
like
a shower
my,
in there.
my first
Oh,
time,
God.
and it was like
man.
I was in total
Yeah.
awe because like you go up this staircase backstage, and there's these nameplates on the wall of everybody who's ever played there and sold it out.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's tally marks. They got the
Right,
tally
I got
wall.
to see.
Yeah, so it's like
I got
notches
to
on
see
the
Kurt
bedpost.
Cobain's actual signature.
That's
you know,
beautiful,
like,
man. Beautiful.
So it was awesome.
we actually tagged the wall. You know, we
Yeah.
in the dressing
There's a
room.
whole.
we put-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we put Six Gun Solution on the walls in there.
We had to.
Nice, man. That's a
Had
good
to.
thing. Yeah.
Funny story though. Steve comes gets me, goes, "Cuz you gotta come see this." I'm like, what? We go run upstairs. He takes me to the main dressing room. There's a bathroom with a shower. He goes, "The Golden Throne."
Was it gold?
Oh yeah.
Was
So
it-
he goes, "You know how much talent took a crap right there?"
Yeah, I mean, like
I wanna put
everybody
my
who
cheeks
signed
on.
that wall.
And I told
Yeah,
him,
absolutely.
don't take a golden
Absolutely.
shower.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I was like, you know what? You know how many lines were started off of that back of that.
Oh,
song?
it- it's very profound, solemn, and meaningful
Yeah.
to be in the shitter in the main hall of House of Blues.
Dude, that's
Taking
so
a raw
surreal. Man, you guys,
I know,
are,
man.
you guys are
Raw
so
sea
deep. This
pickles.
is great. All right, so what is the future plans for Six Gun? What do y'all want to do? Where do y'all want to go?
Fun.
That's a good
fun.
answer.
We just wanna
It
keep
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We just want to keep playing.
Yeah.
We were
That's
fortunate.
it,
We
too.
hooked up with a promoter out of Jackson, Kerry Bell,
Nice.
with KB Extreme, Charles Burt with
KB Extreme, I know that guy.
KB Extreme, yes,
Yeah.
and Charles Burt with Chaos Promotions.
Yeah.
Lisa with Backstage Booking.
Nice.
They're out there in Jackson, and they help
Yeah.
us get these shows at Southport, and they are trying to get us out there to Jackson.
I'm
So,
going to Jackson.
so we wanna, hit a few other states, man. Maybe go play Houston, go play Jackson, go to
Oh,
Florida,
man.
go to
Yeah, Houston would be
Alabama.
awesome.
Florida, yeah, dude, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, the guy from KB is super cool. I met
Kerry
him.
is the best.
I met him at Southport because I know the Bagnettos really well, and I installed the sound system that's in there. And this guy was like, dude, I was in there to see Tantric that night. Tantric's
Oh,
one of my
man.
favorite old bands, man.
Yeah, you're right, man.
And
Awesome
these
Awesome
guys,
band.
I'm like, and my daughter has a Tantric T-shirt, and the guys from the band signed a poster, kind of
Right,
like,
we
so
had-
thank
Oh,
you,
that's cool,
thank you for
man.
that.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And she loves it, and I want to, just like my other kids, I want them to experience as much as I can
Right.
possibly give them. So I went to the show, and I told the guys, Breakdown was one of their big hits,
Yeah.
and the intro to Breakdown, simple, but man, it's so epic and iconic. You recognize it. You hear it, it's like,
Right.
that's Breakdown. So I'd forgotten about that song for a couple of decades, I think. And then one day I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, wait. They're playing at Southport tomorrow. I'm like, Karen, I told my wife, I was like, hey, you want to go? And she's like, yeah. So
We were there, we were there.
I bought tickets, I had a VIP table. I was ready to go. And she's like, I can't go. I was like, no. But the guy
We
that...
got a lot of stuff up there. What we
Oh,
got?
man. Well, y'all be patient. I'm in we'll get to
Hey,
you guys.
Not to cut you off, but shout out to Mark Bagnetto at Southport.
Very
Mark,
much
Mark
so.
has been very good to us.
He's a great guy.
Mark, dude, that's a family member.
Except for that one time he threw me out of Southport. I'm still a little sore about
what
that.
did you
What
do
you
for
were doing,
Mark
what
to
you
were
throw you
doing.
out?
But I
What
appreciate
you was doing.
I appreciated the apology way more than anything that y'all have ever done for me. I was running lights for actually when the guy from Rat, the lead singer for Rat,
Steve Piercy.
yeah, he was coming. He was in town. They rented the lights show that All Pro Productions has, and I was their lighting tech at the time. So I went in, I set it all up, and I show up the next day when they were getting set up for all the bands to play, and I went up in the green room, and I was showing a buddy of mine around, a guy that was coming to help me that day. I was showing him around, introducing him to everybody. Went up in the green room, and some guy up there was like, "Hey, this is for the musicians." I'm like, "I know." He's like, "No, this is for the musicians." I'm like, "I know." He's like, okay. I was like, and I told my buddies, like, sometimes you have to deal with people like this.
Right.
And we
Yeah.
walked out.
Yeah,
And
it's a drag.
There was nothing real bad. It was nothing real bad. The interaction. I don't hold any ill towards that guy. But when we go back down, and right before the rat guy. Jesus, I can't. Sorry, brain fart again. The rat guy.
Yeah.
Stephen Pearson.
Yes,
Stephen,
yes,
yeah.
Stephen Pearson.
And right before they were about to go on, this guy comes up. That's him. He's the one. And I'm like, I'm looking around. I look at my buddy, and he looks at me, and I look at Mark, and I'm like, Mark, what's going on? And he's yelling at me. He came, and he was cursing my man out, and cursing. He was a road manager.
Yeah.
And he's like, he was cursing. I was like, Mark, I didn't do that. You know me, Mark. And he's looking at us like, and this dude's just going nuts, and Mark's going crazy. I looked at Mark. I'm like, dude, what do you want me to do? He said, could you please leave? So I was like, all right. I was like, you want me to take my lights
F
too?
that.
Boom, and I walked out, came back later, and
Damn.
picked up the lights. So I got kicked out. Yeah.
Yeah, F that.
Yeah, but you know what? I love the Bagnettos. Great. Southport's a great venue. And big sound,
great
big
venue.
sound, big sound. They 60. When we installed the sound system, it's 60,000 watts of crown power with JBLs. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong, right? Anyway, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt somebody?
Nope.
No,
We love
Southport-
playing there. Spoony always takes
Right,
care of us.
Southport-
all.
Oh, he's
Spoony's
great.
man.
Spoony's great.
Southport has
Absolutely.
been great to us.
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
that when and we talked about this on the way up here. Like the energy is just incredible from Southport. Like
Oh,
there's shows you do where the crowd just ain't into it, and you're not necessarily doing a bad show, but the energy of the show is just incredible.
It's a big house. The place
Yeah.
is made of wood, which is nice.
Like Lincoln
He said
Heath
wood.
is made of wood.
Yeah, it does sound funny, but a lot of places in town are built with this like hurricane-proof steel frame type
Right, right,
construction,
yeah, yeah,
cinder
yeah.
blocks, shit like that. You know, it's
Right,
nice to
it
play
is.
at a place that sounds good to play at.
Right.
Not
Oh,
only that, when
Southport's
you
been
look over
around.
the crowd,
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
you look over the crowd, and you're singing a certain song, and I can stop singing, and I can lean on the monitor and hold the mic out, and you hear everybody returning what with the song is.
Yes.
That's the energy I'm talking about. Like the energy is just incredible there. So we've had such a good time playing there, and the songs have been incredible
yeah.
there. Like the shows have been incredible. I just want to stage dive.
Yeah. The stage is perfect height, not
That's
high enough
it,
to break
that's
too
it.
many
Can we
bones.
please bring stage diving?
All right,
back?
I just
Dude.
want to stage dive and take off my shirt, and ladies do the same.
And,
Yeah.
and Mark, we apologize for the snail trails that Vic's left in the dressing room with the foursome.
Yeah. All right.
I
so
don't apologize for anything.
Mason Molaire says, I know Slut Rag. He's 24 years old. He's
That's cool.
And he's going to be here tomorrow. Nate Mason's going to be, he's a drummer for Silver Dose. He's going to be in here tomorrow. Janet Danton. Hi,
Yes.
guys. Can't wait to see y'all again. Juanita and Carol are watching. Welcome to
Janet,
the show.
Juanita, Carol, Don, they're all diehards. They come to every show.
Norris Como joined. Y'all know who Norris Como is? One of the most well-known sound engineers around. He does a lot of festivals and stuff.
What up?
Norris, what's up, man? Star
buddy.
Blaze.
Awesome to meet you. I
Star
would
Blaze,
say,
guitar player for Third Gear. Bobby Hotard. I love Southport Hall. Bobby Hotard. I can't wait to
know
get
that
Bobby in here, but Bobby, the guitar is mine.
I would say Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris? Okay. Let's see. Steve Pierce is a dill hole. I don't know
Oh.
that. Who's that?
Stephen Piercy. Yeah.
That's
Who's that?
a rat.
Singer for Rat.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't actually meet him, but his lighting guy, Taz, his name was Taz at the time. He was really cool. But all right.
Pierce is a deal hole.
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
have the opportunity to meet him, but let's see.
Blast night, son.
Blast Famous wanted me to play drums for them, Mason Molaire.
Yeah, that's
Blast
Slut Rag.
Nice. All right, Juanita Emmons, love y'all. Donald Turpin, I'm watching. All right, Donald. Yeah. Ain't nothing like watching. Nothing like watching these guys, man. No way, it's mine. Bobby says. Yeah, no. Andy Malnar made a guitar that they're raffling off to help. Yeah, and I bought some chances. I would love to have that thing hanging in here. So somebody wants to come in and jam that thing. I mean, Steve Blaze did a demo on it. It's got
Well, I'm
such a-
down. I'm ready. I
it's
mean,
got
Andy's
such
a great guitar
warm,
builder, man.
warm tone, man. It's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Did you see the guitars that he made for the third Wayne's World? Not Wayne's. Jesus, not Wayne's World. Bill and
They have a
Ted.
third
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill and Ted. Yeah.
Tyler Miller, what's up, fellas? Tyler's my cousin. He's a photographer. Bobby Hotard, no way. I love it, man. I've been getting to know so many people through Facebook and so many people through the comments. Like Bobby, I've never met Bobby, but I'm ready to throw down with Bobby because that guitar is mine. Miss you guys, says Debbie Wilson. She must have seen y'all a few times.
Debbie,
Wasn't she that singer from the 80s?
Didn't she do Dallas?
Ooh.
no, Debbie was married to Gary, one of our original guitar players.
I gotcha.
So she's been to a few shows. Debbie, we miss you too. I think the last time I seen Debbie was at House of Blues. We saw Striper.
Striper.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
I remember
Met those
Striper.
guys.
Yeah.
Great group.
They
of
throw
guys.
down, huh?
Man, look, I tell you.
Party freaking animals right there.
You know, the funny thing is after the show, they do the meet and greet. We went upstairs. Drummer Robert, first one there and first one leave because I tell you what, he leaves it all on the stage. He's a beast on that kit, and
Yeah.
I looked at his face and I could tell he was worn out.
Yeah.
He just came in, he met everybody, signed what he had to sign, and then he was out of
Put on
there.
a good
gone.
show. You should be.
But everybody else,
should be fucking
Mike,
worn out.
Oz, the new bass player, Perry Richards from Firehouse.
Nice. I love Firehouse. Man.
He,
haven't heard them for a while.
Those guys hung out
Right.
and
Facebook.
were awesome. They signed stuff and donated stuff too.
Very nice.
For my son for the auction.
Beautiful.
So great group of guys.
A lot of community here. I preach this all the time. The music community, entertainment community is great around here. Everybody's tight. Everybody knows each other. You know, you might not get along the best, but if you're in need, you got something if you need it. I heard a story not too long ago. Petty Betty was doing a show in Baton Rouge, and something happened, and they were unable to use their wireless console, and they didn't have a backup console. Somebody got
Right.
on Facebook and said, "Hey, anybody got a console?" And within a half an hour, somebody showed up with the console, and they were able to start the show just a little bit late. Because I mean, you don't find that a lot of
Yep.
places.
Been there at Smitty's.
That's Smitty's.
Oh, God,
Singer forgot
yeah.
his mic.
I got microphones.
no,
Y'all can call
no,
me.
no,
I'll show
no.
you.
That wasn't me. That was me.
This was in scrap metal.
He can pull his mic out.
It's like we get there and it's like,
without
I
a
don't
mic.
have a mic. Get on Facebook. Anybody have a mic we could borrow? 10 minutes, one was there.
Isn't that awesome?
So
It is.
Ah. I mean,
that's
I
the way it
don't.
should be, you know?
That's that. Then right.
We're all in this together.
And we're going to stick together, and we're going to be stronger once this is all over, once this is all said and done. And that's part of what we're trying to do here. And promote everybody that we possibly can. And if anything happens with us, everybody's coming with us. That's just the way it is. Because I didn't start this because I needed money. I didn't start this because this is what I want to do for a living. This is fun for me. I really enjoy it. If I ever got to do this for a living, it'd be amazing. I would
Right.
absolutely love this. But I love what I do. I still have my job. I'm a mechanical designer by trade, and I love what I do. It's blast. But this is this is Lanyard, man. This is great, and I have so many friends that are musicians, and so many people were having trouble getting out there and letting people know. So I have a website, CrescentCityGumbo.com, where I was actually posting a daily list of all the gigs that were happening that I had access to. And if you sent me stuff, I posted it. If I missed it, I apologize. If I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize as well. Because I'm not that real good. I can hardly read. It's crazy. Narco, South Louisiana. Yeah, I get it. Anyway, I advertised as much as I could, and it was a blast. It was so hard to keep up with. But, I really enjoy doing it because I like looking out for my buddies. And if somebody gets to move up a little bit because of something I did, then that's all I need. That's all I need.
We appreciate it, man. We appreciate everything you're doing
Super
for the
appreciate it, right?
local, the local musicians. It's just
This is
it's
wonderful.
huge.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate
It's
it.
humbling.
Right.
Having-
You put in so much time. Like, people don't realize when you go see a band at a bar, the time that was behind that, you know? Like,
Yeah, all they see is the 4 hours you were on
That's
stage.
it.
you know?
Yeah, and they see if you mess up too.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bad thing.
Yes.
But you know what? Rock and roll, it's okay. There's a little play in there.
There
Don't
is.
expect
There's
it
a
to be
little
perfect.
swagger in there.
Yeah, a little swagger. It's supposed to be a little sloppy. That's why they call
Yeah.
it distortion. Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's it.
You play with a little distortion, you can
It's
hide some
not.
stuff.
It's not if you mess up. It's if you look good doing it.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
that's
You
it.
stick your tongue out, you throw you throw your piercings out and you go, you know, whatever, man.
That's what I rely on.
Yeah, it works. It's like I'm not gonna lick that one in your nose, but it's still hot, right?
Most
we
bands,
got some fresh stuff on there.
most bands have a policy. If you mess up, just turn and look angrily at the drummer. You know,
Right. Like
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Well, you know what? He's got more experience than you guys. He's been around longer. He's got the wear and tear. He can handle. He's got broad
Right.
shoulders,
got
man.
the scars to prove
Yeah.
it, man.
And let's see. Juanita Emmons said, "Love our drummer." Thanks, Donald.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Mason Moller, Bobby Hotard. I'll buy tickets. Mason Moller also says, "Crescent City Gumbo for life." Thank you, Mason. Such a super cool guy. He came over and hung out the other day. Right before Steve Blaze came on, he came over, brought me a T-shirt and some koozies. He's like, here, give one to Steve. And I was like, cool, man. He actually met Steve. He knows Steve, so it's wonderful. And he's 24 years old, and the kid's he's a beast. He knows so much music, so many different genres, and he can play. I mean, I got behind the drums. He played guitar for a little while. It was a blast.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, hey, it's fun to bang on stuff, right? That's Vixen.
That's what I say when I go
That's
to the club.
Vixen. That's right. Hey, Mama, come here. I like banging
Just
stuff.
ask the
Right,
drummer,
get
we
over
bang
here.
Yeah.
better.
So let's see. Why they blame it on the drummers? Laugh out. Tyler Miller, my cousin, he's a drummer as well.
They always do, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's
Yeah.
just- we're the Rodney Dangerfields of the band, man. We just get
I don't know. Yeah,
We just get
no
we just
respect.
get we just get shoved in the back and get no respect. You know?
Yeah, I guitar player. All he does is look at me funny. I get
Just
nothing.
no
I get no
respect.
respect.
Look at me, I'm knocking stuff over, man.
What you knocking over?
Just my koozie.
Oh, you go ahead, man. Don't be spilling beer though. That happened last night. Jason dropped a whole beer on the ground.
Nah, it's empty.
Again, no respect.
No respect.
No
Yeah.
respect.
All right. Well, what else is going on? How's family life? How's everything hanging for you guys since this this coronavirus thing?
Pandemic.
The Rona, man.
Yeah.
Look, I'm so over it. You know, it's
Yeah.
I'm still working because I'm considered essential. Whatever.
Right.
I go to work. I come home. I do some Clorox and hand sanitizer shots, and you know.
Boil it down, make rocks.
Yeah.
Smoke that Clorox, baby. Yeah.
I'm living the dream.
Yeah?
I hate to say that I'm benefiting from this, but I mean, I'm getting more money than I was.
Really?
Oh, man, yeah. Unemployment.
Well, my
Oh.
thing is, I think it's just interesting how this is going to impact the culture on a permanent. I mean, think about after 9/11. You know, going on a plane has been different ever since,
Absolutely.
and it has not gone back.
No.
It has not taken steps back. So everyone, it's my just opinion that this is going to have a permanent impact. This is unprecedented. This
Absolutely.
is bigger than all these other events like Katrina and everything we've been through, because this is affecting the whole globe,
Yeah.
and that hasn't happened in 100 years.
It's something
Absolutely.
we don't know. It's something
You know,
we don't know. You
yeah.
know?
So this is it. I mean, you know, once we bounce back from this, things won't be the same, and it's going to be interesting to see that unfold, I think.
It's
Yeah.
definitely affected me musically. Like,
Yeah, it's
You
affecting
got more time
everyone
to
in all
practice
kinds of
now.
ways.
no,
No.
none. And how many times have
Oh.
I told you? Because we talk, you know, how many times have I told you, man, I try and sing a song and I can't get through it because I don't practice. Like, my vocals are going downhill.
Wow.
Well, you gotta. It's like reading a book, man. The hardest thing about reading a book is opening it up.
Open it up.
You know,
right.
so it's just like the guitar
Yeah.
sitting in the case. You open that case and
Right,
you
right.
pick up the guitar and you're like, okay, now it's in my hands.
Well, that's why I leave everything uncased.
That's great.
So I have no
That's great.
excuses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that might have been more of a,
I
you know,
get you.
a figure of speech, some way to put it, but.
Metaphorically
Right.
speaking.
Yeah,
And-
but
and-
if it's there, all you got to do is sit at the throne or
Yeah.
pick up the instrument and
It's
strap
the
it up.
motivation.
then
And
you
let me
play,
tell you something else.
know?
It's like riding a bike. Once I get it back,
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah. It's like
It's
riding a
on.
bike
I,
with no
I
That's
was
it.
forced to put the drums in the garage, and then the wife gets mad at me every time she lays down and I go play butt bongos on her. You know, it's like,
Yeah, you got to do something. You
Oh,
got to
shit.
keep
you
your
know,
edge.
don't
You gotta
be
keep-
hating
Butt
it.
bongos.
Yeah, it's like I had to go put them in the garage, so I need something to bang on. Come on.
Right.
Well,
Better
you
than
know,
playing that rusty
your ex
trombone.
behind my days
Hey,
has
look.
been not that good.
I'm telling you. I'm like,
You
Karen.
don't want to know the bongos I've been playing.
Ooh.
That's nut bongos.
Oh, I mean, since gas prices are low, it's not so bad using the self-service pumps.
oh yeah, gas is $1.09 by my house.
$1.09.
It was 99 cents 2 weeks ago.
Where do you live?
I live on South White, which is
Alright.
in between Bank
Mid-City?
Street and Canal.
Mid-City?
Yeah, Mid City.
Wow.
It's $1.09 today, right now, on
Wow.
Broad Street.
I bought it for $1.49 a few days ago. I thought that was great.
Oh yeah.
Little did I know.
Yeah, $1.39 yesterday down in the parish.
Oh, it's beautiful. And it's funny, in the parish, how many refineries are right there?
Yep.
Why isn't it like 37 cents?
Yep.
Right.
You know?
Good point.
I mean,
Hey.
I'm just saying.
You got a different kind of show if you're
Right,
doing
right,
like that.
Okay, hey, back to the music. All right, let's see. Nut bongos. Oh, Mason is cracking up.
That was, he said that.
Out of all that, nut bongos is what stuck to the wall.
Dude,
Out of all
you got your focus. You have what catches your attention.
Let's talk more. Let's talk
Six
more.
gun
About, let's keep it
solution,
with
we
nut
keep it
bongos.
deep.
Let's keep it with
Oh,
nut
we keep it
bongos.
Jeremy LaBeouf just enjoying the show right here. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy's great. Love it. Love to see his
What's up,
name up
Jeremy?
there. Not much, buddy. Oh yeah. Dude, let's see. Donald Turpin. Do you luck to have a great wife? Don, you lucky. Don, you lucky to have a great
yes.
wife.
She,
All right.
you know, she's awesome because she allows me to set this stuff up in my living room and practice. You know,
And Sherry does our lights at every show.
yeah, once
Right.
once or twice
You know,
a week.
Sherry is
you
the
know,
light guy.
We will be married 30 years in August. So
Congrats.
So for 30 years she's been putting up with this.
Yeah.
Oh, and she bakes some dank ass cookies at rehearsal every so often, and that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah?
fire.
Special
right there,
cookies?
too. Yeah.
You
Oh,
said
well,
dank. I mean, come
well,
on.
well,
man. Dank's one of them terms, you know.
She is an
His
awesome-
nickname is Lumpy. I don't know what that's about. I
So
don't
she,
know what that's about.
yeah, she's always baking, and it's like the
Nice.
guys come over and they, what you baking? Cookies? Can I have some?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yup.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, those
My wife's a
strawberry
baker, my wife
cheesecake
loves to bake.
cookies?
Oh, strawberry. What?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying
See,
to
I
look
need
good for
that
the
now.
ladies
You can't
on
be
stage.
saying that. I need that now, man.
I'm
Right.
telling you, strawberry.
I'm trying
wow.
to look good on.
I think we
on
should have a
stage
bake
for the
sale.
ladies.
I think so.
Crescent
And
City
here you
Gumbo
go with
Bake
your
Sale.
I
cookies.
think next time,
Ooh.
next time we come in, I just have to bring some goodies from the White House.
Man, that's amazing. And my wife bakes. She's a
Since
great.
we already bought you the 6-gun swag.
No,
we'll
I'm
bring you
good.
the rest.
No, y'all brought plenty. Your personalities are wonderful. I'm loving this.
Sure,
This
the
is
hell of a
great.
cooker.
Oh my God,
Oh,
her
baker, I
baking.
guess.
Oh my God, Stacy says, oh my
That's
God,
my
her
sister.
baking.
Hey,
Ah,
Hey girl, hey.
What's up, baby?
nice, nice. Yeah, Sherry. Oh, let's see what else we got. BM Griff, they 6 centimeters apart. Oh, it said 6 foot distancing. They're 6 centimeters apart. Says, yeah. All right, cool.
We're all already sick, so
Right.
it doesn't matter how
Shit.
close
You know,
together
honestly,
we get.
I think I've had it already. I think
Yeah.
I've been through it.
I
I'm
think
good.
I've had it back in January or something.
Yeah, same here.
We did a
I'll
show.
take your slime.
We did a
I'll
show
take
at
your slime.
Smitty's, and I was on so much medication.
Nice. Those
and then
cookies, huh?
Then they started bringing shots up to the stage, so I started.
That's
doing
his
shots.
story, and he's sticking to it.
So halfway through the show, you remember when you was in high school and you used to take your pencil and do like that and it made it look like rubber?
Yeah.
Halfway through the show, that's what my stick started looking like.
Whoa.
So I started. Man, I was literally tripping balls, man. I'm sitting there and I'm.
Yeah, too many cookies.
The more
Yeah,
I'm
he
playing, the sticks actually started to feel rubber, and I'm like,
Dude, I
looked
want
at-
what you were
See,
having.
well, he
Wait,
thinks he
wait.
had coronavirus, but I actually slipped him 2 hits of acid, and he
Right,
didn't even
and
know.
I'm
Speaking of,
it.
is my mic stand going limp?
Oh man.
It's I'm just going
Oh,
limp. That's the problem.
give it
I
somebody.
turned it. I feel like I'm kind of hovering over everything. It's a good feeling.
I don't think we're close enough.
I
He
could
said
come-
6
Your
I
mic
could
centimeters.
come
stand
up
must have
like
been
this
drinking
and
too
have
much.
good
That's what it does me.
Hey man, thank you. Thank you for tuning in.
just knocked one over.
So anyway,
Oh,
during
no.
that scene,
I need a Bob Barker mic, bro. I need that
Bob
little.
Barker.
It's like a little stem with a little fuzzy.
It's
on
like, it's
the
like a
end.
selfie
He holds
stick.
it like way down here.
Yeah,
like,
it's a selfie stick with a
Right.
little dot. It's like, hey, well, I'm taking a picture. Huh.
but Bob sounded great though.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Bob.
that show, I looked
Yeah.
at the guys. I said, "Hey, somebody go ask Karen. Can we cut it short and just take a cut
Right.
and pay? Because I can't go no more." So we cut the show an hour short. Took a cut and pay because, like I said, I think I had the Rona.
Right,
I had
because
to
we
run.
had to. Because how many times do I turn to you and I'm like, I'm looking for a count
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm just dancing around.
So
acting
you
full on
weren't.
stage.
Wait, he
And
wasn't.
I turn around and he goes,
Wait. He was. He wasn't Nikki Sticks. He was
No.
Nikki Six.
Yeah.
He was 6.
Like literally Nikki
Yeah.
Sick.
Nikki's sick.
Oh man, that was a rough night.
That's
when
good
I turned
stories,
around
man.
and he
That's
goes
good
like
stuff.
this, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, something's wrong. Yeah, we're having problems with technical difficulties. The sticks aren't working. Wonderful, guys. Wonderful.
Right, and I look over at him, and he's just doing this.
Just jamming.
He's got the Bill Cosby pudding thing.
Oh, you got the pudding. You put the pudding.
Hey,
It's
look.
like, oh shit, we
Hey.
all lost now.
Here's what I think would be cool, man. I
What
think
you
it would
got?
be cool if everybody who likes rock in the New Orleans metro area to get together and we do a festival, man. Whatever
Yeah.
it takes to
Hells
get
yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
come find one of us. Find somebody, make this happen, man. Like they used to do in Marconi Meadows,
good
like
stuff.
Enfest.
Carrie
and stuff
Bell.
like that, man.
Infest.
Carrie Bell,
Make
where
it
you at?
happen,
Yeah,
dude. Make it
Yeah.
happen before
We'll
the
get
big
Carrie
corporate stuff
Bell,
got
KB
involved.
Extreme, maybe Colby Rosenthal. He does
Right,
the Rockin' the Bayou,
I'm
which is
hoping-
coming up.
I'm hoping they let that
Get a
happen.
couple of these
tonight.
festival
Yeah.
promoters and let's do this.
Well,
Absolutely,
dude,
that sounds
it-
wonderful.
It's a matter of permits. The shitty
Yeah.
part is, man, it would probably take about $1 million.
It's
to
a
do.
shame. It really is
That's
a
the
shame.
thing.
And it's not
But
just
how do you
permits.
do it?
There's a lot to it.
How do you do it?
We've actually looked into this. Eddie Malero from C&M Music, he's All Pro Productions. Paul Guidry, All Pro Productions. They've actually looked into trying to have a little festival like that. And there's so much that has to be done. There's so much
Yeah.
politics, so much red tape. It's not just permits.
And then money.
And money, yeah. Now,
Money.
if we decided to like say, hey, I know somebody's got 300 acres out in the middle, maybe, the Woodstock kind of thing.
Well,
I'm
look,
down.
but here's the deal. And look, that's a great point because a lot of people do have that because
Yeah.
we are on the Gulf Coast and people do have land.
Sure.
But here's the deal. Let's say you wanted to book somebody, I don't know, like Seven Dust.
Yeah.
Well, that would probably cost
Great
about
band.
25 grand just on their name, and that's a low end.
Yeah.
It
That's a
might
great
be
band, by the
more.
way.
Yeah.
A national act who's really going to draw to the event is going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So who cares and who wants to come up and step up and do that? That would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. A bunch of local guys, local fest.
Yeah, that would be
Local
awesome,
fest.
man.
What
Yeah.
a great name.
Local
Yeah,
fest.
that
Let's
would
do
be
it.
awesome, man.
And you know what? Yeah, we'll see if we can get the ball rolling on that one. We'll do our best. Let's see. Joey Anthony, I'm late to the party, but what's your favorite song to play? Not what the crowd's favorite, your favorite.
Round and Round by Rat.
Oh yeah.
For me,
Round and
for
Round
us,
rocks.
I-
man.
Round and Round's great.
And
Yeah,
we,
I
we
mean-
do it so well. We crush it. So anytime you're crushing a song, you just into it.
Mhm.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's your favorite song ever. It's
Yeah.
just the fact that
It's like
You up
home.
there
it's
killing
home
it.
base for us.
If it
I
fits,
think.
if
and
it
like
works.
Yeah.
I said at Southport,
Yeah.
I turn the mic down and I look over the crowd and they're all singing what I'm singing.
Yeah.
That holds a lot of weight. Like you're like, man,
Everybody gets to show off.
Right.
It's a pop tune.
it is a
It's
feeling.
home.
It
It's
is an
great,
energy.
man.
Right.
I think for me,
awesome.
it's got to be Reach for the Sky.
Oh
Firehouse.
yeah, Reach is
Yeah,
nice.
Reach is
Nice.
good.
Reach is awesome.
Gotta have more cowbell.
A lot of
Uh,
showcasing in that one, man.
Yeah.
And
It
Firehouse
is.
is an underrated band.
Right. If you don't
you
know
know.
Reach for the Sky, it's a very high energy song, and it's
Oh. Andy Malnar, Mike Max will make the NOLA Day of Rock and NOLA Day of Rock and Roll a reality. It will happen.
Let's do
All
it.
right,
man.
let's go, Mike Max. And Andy, you gonna donate some guitars for that? Yeah. Just saying. Just
now we're
saying.
talking.
I'm
Got
actually,
him.
Got him.
Bobby Hotard wants to know, do y'all play Winger?
We don't.
We
but
need
it's
to.
Nothing on there.
Not opposed to it. Not
How about
opposed to it.
Hanson? Do y'all do
Nah, we missed
do
that
a
one.
metal version of that'd be great. Badlands would be cute.
Yeah, we do
Badlands. We do
Dreams in the
Badlands, and we do Dreams in the Dark.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dreams in the Dark. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. That's gonna be awesome. Everybody's ready for it now. That's great. Yeah, it's gonna be in 6 weeks. No, it's,
It's gonna be whenever.
yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You just gotta be patient. You know what
Well-
I'm saying?
I tried to talk Donzie into getting a trailer,
Yeah.
and just a friend of mine said, "I'll pull y'all," and going through the streets and playing '80s hair metal. You know,
That's a beautiful.
you know,
idea.
just
Dude.
Yeah, I
we
told-
get paid for it,
I told him, I
but
said, I'm
do
not
it in
opposed,
pairs.
but the thing is that we just got to work out the logistics. You just can't
Right.
jump on it. We got to get a generator enough
Yeah.
to power everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure the equipment don't fall off. We don't fall off.
Right.
It's like we got to work out the logistics. And once we do that, hell, let's do it, man.
You got to get one of those trailers that they use at the hay rides. I mean,
Yeah.
with the
Irish
big, tall
Italian
sides.
parade. Let's do it in the Irish
Yeah.
Italian parade.
Dude,
man.
do it in any parade. That's get you a trailer, like get you some electric
Well,
drums.
and
you can nail
Italian
down.
Irish would be great, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be incredible.
a lot
But
of energy in that parade. The crowd in that parade.
Definitely a lot of
Yeah.
energy in the crowd. Would really be good to know since people seem to be commenting and showing different types of emotions over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Would be to really know what would be the place, to to put on this festival. I'm
Right.
really interested in that.
I'm
Where
definitely-
would you show up to?
I'm down for opening up my backyard, but we can only have the bands. It's not, it's big, but not big enough. I think
We'll do Norco Fest.
Norco.
Norco.
Somebody, what did somebody say? 80s hair parade. Doing
That
80s
would be
hair
oh,
parade.
Right?
wow.
Yeah,
Right?
That
Wow.
was Mason. Yeah, Mason said.
Wow,
let's
brilliant.
see.
Jason.
That's genius.
Six Gun even makes super drunk dudes remember how to dance. I have video proof. That's Andy Malmer. Dude, this is awesome. That's going to be awesome. Patiently waiting for it till I'm ready, said Jeremy LaBeouf. Badland. Yeah, okay. We're back to our David
Back to
Radiker, my
Badlands
cousin,
and
is
Dreams
just
in
joining
the
us.
dark.
Are you black? Are
Am
you
I
black?
black?
Are you blackmailing the band? Laugh
Oh.
out loud. All right. Yes, indeed. Oh man, that's a great idea. I think we got some back in here, and we need investors. Anybody got any money? Any extra money?
That's the thing. Everybody go to the richest person you know and tell them this is the best idea in the
If
world.
anybody knows any politicians, go hit them up. Go hit
Yeah,
'em up.
that'd be great.
Especially if they're 80s hair metal fans.
They can't
Yes.
stop us from parading.
Well, dude, we could put on a parade.
Right.
All you need to do is go to City Hall, basically book it, get the permit, and then get a cop to detail it, and the parade can be as big as you want. So here we go again about this free enterprise thing of everybody just having to come together and make
Nice.
something happen.
You know what? That'd be great.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
idea.
mean, look, if 1,000 people like us showed up in one spot ready to do our thing, then a thing happens.
Absolutely.
Right, that is true. That is true.
The end.
He's passionate.
He's very passionate.
Yeah.
I dig it. You
Yeah.
need passion to make stuff
Yeah.
happen, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
So-
how do you think this band happened?
That passion.
It's out of passion.
All passion, baby.
Right.
So I don't know if you
This is my
noticed-
passion fist.
Ooh. I don't want to taste that.
When I sing something, the passion fist is blazing.
We all,
It's
we
a
all
knuckle
took,
pull boy. That ain't no knuckle sandwich.
we all took names from other 80s artists.
Right?
He is a huge Steve Vai fan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
big
not a
time.
bad person to be
So
a fan
hence-
of. I mean,
Steve Violence.
Steve
Yeah.
Violence. All right.
So
tell me what you think about Crossroads when
Oh man.
Ralph Macchio put him in his place. I mean,
Well,
he is the Karate
amazing
Kid.
movie. It completely captures this
Oh.
folklore
Oh, it was beautiful.
about what's going on, and
Yeah.
it's real.
Crossroads.
And then I actually, when I was studying classical guitar at UNO, this guy Bill Cannongeyser, he's one of the top 5 classical guitarists
Beautiful.
in the world, and this guy Dr. Cox paid the money to get Bill Cannongeyser to come in and give 3 classical guitarists at UNO, a dying department, this master class.
Nice.
And he did all the classical guitar in the movie Crossroads. He was in the studio with Vi.
Ah.
And this guy was one of the best guitar players I was ever privileged to be next to. And he said he was intimidated by Vi. And I was like, well, how good is Steve Vai? So I started just,
I mean, he's got handles in his guitar.
dude,
He's
I
that
mean,
good.
he's just a really good player and he's a great guy. And last time I saw him in
Yeah.
2016 at the Joy Theater, he came out into the crowd and was playing.
Yeah.
And my friend pushed me into him. And Vi goes, go ahead, touch it. This Mammy Boy was
Ooh.
sitting there on his guitar, and I got the fucking. It was surreal, man.
Oh,
It was a
dude.
surreal
Dude.
moment,
Damn, that
it
was
was really
surreal. I can see
incredible,
that.
man.
You got to play with this whammy bar.
Yeah, and then check this. I would do it again.
I bet you would.
know?
I would.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a really nice time, man.
Not bad, man. See,
You know?
he seems like a really cool guy. I've seen interviews and stuff. Yeah, he seems like down.
Then he
to
went
earth,
home
really.
and played with his.
Oh yeah,
His
well,
whammy
you know,
bar.
you gotta keep. You don't want atrophy to set it.
I'm telling. Okay, let's see. Song requests. Okay, anybody got song requests? Let's see. Love the guys. Logic. We need to get together. Mason Molaire. Andy.
Absolutely, man.
Andy says, well, we does have a little something between us at the moment. It looks looks way better than the last time he saw it. All right, Andy. Thanks for tuning
Okay,
in, buddy.
I know what he's talking about. During the time of the benefit for my son's accident, Andy said, "Hey, buddy," he said, I owe you big, so I am going to make you a guitar for you to raffle
Oh, yeah.
for your son." So I said, okay. So he started building the guitar, and then through a series of events that we're not going to get into because I know, it's he's got a lot of he had a lot of stuff going on with his family, so he had to tend to family business stuff. So the guitar, there was a mistake on one, and then some other stuff went down, and he had to basically start selling his guitars to kind of make ends meet. Well,
Ooh.
he's finally the original that you liked, the original version of the guitar that we both liked. He said, I got that one fixed, and it's on its way back. So hopefully we'll get that guitar.
Nice, man. Nice.
Because
All right.
we actually held the drawing, because he's like, man, go ahead and hold the drawing. We did the raffle. He said, go ahead and hold the drawing, and I'll get the guitar to you.
Beautiful.
So we did the guitar, we did the drawing live on Facebook, so that way nobody would say, hey, you cheated. And my wife reached in and she pulled out his name. So Mr. Steve Violence won the guitar. And
Beautiful.
Right.
How do you like the guitar?
How you like it?
How you like it?
Love it.
Love it? It's good stuff.
Love it.
Uh-oh.
Love it.
I detect something else is going on there. But it's Andy said Arian Roth actually played Macchio's parts. Is that true?
It could be possible. I know the classical stuff was done by Bill. I think Ry Cooder did all the slide, but there could have been other cats in the studio for sure.
Man. Some
Um,
epic guitar playing in that movie.
it really is, man. And the story is great.
Oh, it's
The
beautiful.
story's fantastic. And if you go to Hard Rock in Biloxi, as soon as you go up the stairs, that guitar that Jack Butler, Steve Vai's character, drops is
Yeah.
there. But we got to figure out how to steal it. So if anybody wants to contact me after the show, I'm down to like get some ratchet sets and some blankets and figure out how to jack that
Nice.
thing out of
I'm
Biloxi.
more interested in
Hard
the,
Rock.
I'm more interested in the boots he was wearing. Did you see him when they curve up?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
those are actually next to the guitar in
Oh,
this way.
no.
No, I'm kidding.
All right, we're going together. We're gonna go in on this together.
I do really want to figure out how to acquire that guitar, though.
I'm sure it's gonna be tough, but it's
I think we can do
nothing's
it.
impossible.
I'm from Chalmette. I think we can do it.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Anything's
We got it.
possible for a possible.
Right.
All right, he played with his bar. Oh, I love that. I was replying to someone else. Actually, Andy says, yeah, great. These guys are nuts. The comments are so funny sometimes,
Right.
especially when Andy's involved.
They start having their own conversation.
Right.
Oh,
with
dude,
each other.
it's like they're reminiscing. Like, dude, I haven't seen you in 37 years. You know, it's like, oh, this is great. So I'm getting a kick. I stopped thinking about the show, and I'm like, okay, this is good. Oh man, what are you talking? What? Oh, sorry. I'll get back to it. So, all right. Let's see. What's your favorite venue to play? The
Uh,
most energized?
I mean,
venue, maybe?
Southport. Southport's
Yeah.
home base. You
Southport,
know,
yeah.
when you play at House of Blues, that's fun because it's like, oh wow, kind of.
Yeah.
It's
Main
like the red
stage.
carpet is being rolled out to an
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
And you're
Oh,
in the
dude.
middle of where, like, I mean, really anyone can walk through the door. You're in downtown New Orleans on
Yeah.
Central Decatur.
Yeah.
So, anybody could walk through the door,
Sure.
but Southport is like home base,
And I
and that's
mean-
really enjoyable and fun, and it usually sounds good.
Yeah.
HOB
You know.
was packed. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I mean,
That's nice.
there's nowhere to park unless you pay. So
Sure.
when
Right.
people come see you at Southport, it's like going to a neighborhood show,
Sure.
even though the place is large and luxurious.
Oh,
They drove there to
But-
see you.
yes.
Well, that's the
absolutely.
thing, but
Yeah.
there's parking and there's a reasonably priced drink at the
Yeah.
bar. Whereas House of Blues, they're
yeah.
stringent on
$20
re-entry, $10 Miller High Lifes,
Ooh,
you know,
right,
and
right.
I'm a Live Nation employee, so I'm nothing against the company. I love my company, and they really are taking care of us in this time of need.
That's beautiful.
But the thing is, it's just kind of nobody's bigger than the brand,
Right.
you know, and
Right,
so
right.
many artists are underneath and relying upon that brand.
All right.
But what really makes it is the people who show up, who
Sure.
pay to park in the French Quarter, who walk 3 to 6 to 9 blocks, who pay the $10
6
for.
behind blocks.
Yeah, right. Here we
It's
go again
true,
with
though. It's
69.
true.
It is. Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
but the people is what make the shows, man.
Right.
You
It's
know,
all about the people,
And
man.
they have been phenomenal at Southport. Like,
I
there
agree.
were shows I was
I'll-
worried. You know, as a musician, you go
Yeah.
on stage, you worried, like, is anybody going to be there? You know, so it's been packed out, and
Yeah.
the crowd has just had such a good response.
Oh, and Mark at Southport. Here we go again with Mark. You know,
Max.
but he makes us feel like rock stars.
Yeah.
and
Oh.
that's pretty.
Mark
cool.
is a rock star in
Yeah,
my book.
man,
Mark,
you know.
Mark, yeah.
It's awesome. And you don't really get that at House of Blues too much. It's more like you're lucky to be playing.
Right.
here
Yeah,
kind
Mark's
of
like,
thing.
I'm lucky to have y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mark's
know.
always been that way. Back in even Mixed Nuts time when I ran sound for Mixed Nuts for 9 years, and going to Southport, and I mean the place is packed. I mean, there's a bunch of kids that are like half my age, but or maybe even a third of my age. But yeah, it's always a fun time, fun show. The Bagnettos as a whole, they're all
Right.
wonderful.
Them
We
churns do be drinking.
We got lucky, you know. Kerry, like I said, Kerry with KB, he got us in to do the 2 shows with L.A. Guns and Trap.
Oh, that's
Actually, it was
good.
3 shows because we did Motley Crucial and Poison Overdose.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was a great show, and but right after that show with Motley Crucial and Poison Overdose, Mark reached out to us, you know, not through Kerry, but just, you know, from Southport. He's like,
Right.
hey, how would you like to come open for Appetite for Destruction? And I'm like,
Yeah.
We didn't get there though.
first of all, let me reach out because always I got to make sure everybody's available. But it just so happens that the 2 guitar players were both in a parade that night.
Oh my
So-
goodness, parades.
Yeah, man, it is just right up our alley. That
Yeah.
That would have been
that
perfect.
band.
So as of right now, though, hopefully in June we're going to be opening for Noise Pollution.
No,
So AC/DC tribute band out of L.A.
nice man.
Get it?
Yeah, I'm telling you, freaking, Marky Mark playing what's in that movie? What, I can't Rock Band,
Rockstar,
Rockstar.
yeah,
I was-
Rockstar.
dude, I love that. I love that movie for some reason. Marky Mark's such a
It's-
yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
that is the unauthorized biography of Judas Priest.
Absolutely.
Right,
I've
right.
heard that, and it kind of makes sense. And you know,
We do some priests. We do some
We
priests.
do some
yeah,
Priest.
y'all do Priest. All right, that's wonderful, man.
We
Let's
do
see.
some Priest. We do some AC/DC.
Do some aces. Last time I saw Lillian Axe and Winger, there I bought 1 round at House of Blues, $26 for 2 Heinekens. Hey, you know what?
That sounds about right.
Beer's a lot cheaper in Crescent City Gumbo. You know, you bring your own. Stop at the store. $26 will get you what? 2 12-packs, maybe even 3. We're good. Whatever. Even the high. You know, I'm kind of like you said. You mentioned it. I like the champagne of beers. I am a big champagne of beers fan. I love Miller High Life. I do. It's
Who
one
doesn't?
of my favorites, man. And they even make the little 8 or 10 ounce cans,
called a
little
pony.
bitties. It's
Yeah.
dude, it's like beer shots.
And
I
I'll
love
jump on it and ride that pony.
Yeah.
That was actually my first beer. My dad used to drink the little Miller Pony.
Dude, my dad still
And
does. He's
I went-
89.
I went and snuck one out and I just like chugged it down.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
thirsty,
Oh man,
jump
Andy.
on it.
Ride it, my
That pony. That's it.
Let's do it. Yeah, oh man. I'm sorry. Reminiscing
Tasty.
that time when I used to hang out with Vixen Rose. Southport has these monster solo cup shot cup. Oh, dude. The shots that you get at Southport. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that-
they're like
yeah.
2.5
That
pounds
offers
boards.
it.
I mean, it's like 2
man.
shots.
Oh,
in one.
absolutely. That's Andy. Steve Babin said Andy and Anthony
Oh, no.
to look
I know
look
Steve,
like
I think.
twins. That way, that's what Andy was replying to. Oh, okay. We're back on.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah,
I
yeah.
see it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah, with the wig on for sure.
Yeah, wow.
That's awesome. Him and I have done work for the same people, but never met. Oh, that's Mason. Mason's talking some more. Andy, Ant-Man's way faster than me, dude.
Who said that?
Andy Malnar.
Oh
Andy-
no way, man!
Ah,
No
Well,
way.
yeah. Man, this is fun. We can
You
do
made
good.
it, Andy.
Well, we can have a shred off.
We
you
can
know,
get some shred off. Ooh.
if he's okay with it.
If you're okay with it.
If he's okay with
Dude,
it.
I got a banjo ukulele if you want
All right,
to.
all right.
Oh, perfect.
If he
My
ain't
specialty.
too afraid.
Yeah, and the whole thing about a Louis Prima, with your dad playing drums for that's
My grandfather, yeah.
grandfather playing drums, and my dad being the ukulele guy that he is, one of the first songs that I learned how to play was a Louis Prima song, way back in the day, and oh man, I still play it today. But I love my ukuleles because of my dad, and my dad's 89, still plays. Yeah, he recently had a couple of minor strokes, but he's still playing and trying to work his face back up because he got a little face sag going on. But he's still cool. My dad's one of the coolest guys on the planet. Love him to death. I hope to be a quarter of the man that he is.
Awesome,
So,
man.
yeah, he's a good dude. Hard working all his life. Did everything he could to make us have whatever we wanted, whatever we needed. Made sure we had everything. So
That's awesome.
shout out to dads everywhere that take care of their kids, man. Love it,
Yeah,
love
you're
it,
right.
love it.
Boom
And-
shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
So we're gonna flip the script here.
Uh-oh.
What made you decide to want to do this?
What to do Crescent City Gumbo
Yes.
stuff. All right. Well, I'm a mechanical designer. I was working at Avondale, not Avondale anymore, but recently I was working with a we're over there doing mechanical design, shipbuilding stuff, ship design. And I met a guy named Brian, and we started talking. We became really good friends. Super smart guy. And he's like, I was like, dude, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I do videography for my church and this, that, and the other thing. I was like, oh, cool. Show me some of your videos because I've done a little bit of videography myself. And he's like, I'm watching these videos. I'm like, dude, this is phenomenal. Okay, got to know him. We exchanged numbers and stuff. I'm on my way home from work one day, and I'm thinking about my buddies that are having trouble finding gigs at that particular day, that particular week. And I called him. I was like, Brian, you want to come work the camera while I interview some guys to get them on YouTube, get some exposure for them, help them find gigs and stuff. And that's how it started. And the first interview I did was my dad.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
and we did it in my living room over here. And I didn't think about Facebook. It was a while before we started posting stuff on Facebook. Everything was going to YouTube. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe one day I can be YouTube famous, but forget that. You know,
Right.
It wasn't about me. It was about trying to help my friends and help everybody out that might need something. And now it's about helping total strangers and my friends because there's so many people out there that need help right now. And my heart bleeds for these people, and I'm like, oh my God! And there's so many talented people around here. And I wasn't just thinking about music. I'm thinking about all the talented people, all the artists, videographers, photographers. Like I've been saying ever since I started this, I want to get a juggler in here. If anybody
man.
knows a local juggler, stand-up comedian, I would love to have somebody come do a stand-up show in here over Facebook or over wherever, or somebody to come in while a band's playing, have a band play, and somebody come in and paint.
But we'd love to come play.
I would love for you, dude. We've had bands in here. I don't know if y'all have seen the show, but the Kurt Loaders were in here. Speaking of Rock Out with Chicago, I have a bumper sticker somewhere around here that's exactly what it
It
says.
says rock out with Chicago.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Nice,
can't believe
nice.
you said that. The Kurt Loaders were in here.
Well, let's see. Blake Acosta Jr.
Blake Acosta.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Dude.
We can get him in here, and then
Please.
my son actually juggles.
Are you kidding? What's the most he can do? What's the
I think 4.
4? Okay, I can't. I can do 3, but it has to be similar in size.
Damn, I wouldn't have
Just saying.
guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
I can
Dustin.
handle 3, man. I can handle 3. Oh, so yeah, that would be wonderful. And
The only
anybody.
thing I can juggle is my ladies. You know.
Ooh, ladies man.
I'm pretty good with
Pastor
it. I'm pretty good with
Cavassier.
it.
Yeah, man. Shoot. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
for
man,
that,
that'd be wonderful.
for that sandwich.
Anybody. There's so many talented people. You know what? I was even on. I know this kind of sounds like a joke, but I was absolutely very serious. Any bartenders out there that are out of work that want to come in and mix drinks, I'll be your guinea pig. You know, people. There's a lot of bartenders out there that they do the whole cocktail thing, throwing the stuff
Oh yeah.
around.
Oh,
Not a
Blair,
bartender
yeah.
in here.
Steve is a mixologist.
Or is he now? And
LJ too.
And you know what? We can even if anybody wants to donate to help purchase bottles of liquor or whatever, we can have a little party, man. I'm down because
Yes, please bring us your liquor.
liquor.
We would love.
We just may have to
for
do a
you to
remote.
donate
We just
the
may have to
liquor.
do a remote show live from the gym.
Leave it at the door.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean,
I have a man cave in my house that we call the gym.
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just reading a comment. Juanita says, Vixen, can we see some dimples?
Oh, she's talking about them. She's talking about them back dimples.
I figured that.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is
Oh,
that
dude.
a thing? Like a back dimple?
You don't remember that from Longest
No.
Yard with what's his name, Adam Sandler? Whatever, back freckle. Oh, sorry. Oh man.
It's all I got. It's all I got.
No, I mean,
Anything from Juanita, we love
I'm
us some
telling you,
Juanita.
Jeremy LaBeouf's going.
That's
I love it. The
she's
natural
awesome. I love
redhead
her.
is the natural redhead is effing wild, dude. You don't know my wife. Back off. My wife is a natural redhead, as a matter of fact. And wonderful woman, beautiful. I love her.
We
to death.
met her just a little while ago.
Yeah, I
She's
know.
a great lady.
I'm
Yeah.
a little jealous. Y'all got to hang out with her without me. I'll tell you, I'm jealous that everybody gets to talk to her. 'Cause she's awesome, man. She's awesome. Oh, look at that. We got a little delay happening here, so we're watching the back dimple stuff over here right now. So
Man, I need to hit that gym. I know that.
Juanita's so, oh, dude. Who's Jim?
I don't.
Ooh.
The Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Stay off my back dimples, Jim.
Let's pierce them. Let's get some piercings in there. Show some. All right. Any other questions for me? I mean, I dig that. That was nice.
Yeah, I was just curious, because it's like, why would you want to come out and just say, hey, I'm just going to go out and help all these local bands? I mean, I think it's cool as shit.
Well, thank you.
I love you for it, man.
I appreciate
I think
it.
it's a great thing.
And I want to keep it going. And like I said, this has been going on since well before this virus has happened, and it's going to go on well after. Okay, we're going to keep doing this. I'm going to get my website revamped. It's so hard to nail down what everybody's doing live. So I'm not trying to post everything. But if you got something coming up, let me know. I'll put it on the website. And eventually, I'd like to do all the streaming stuff from the website as well. Do it simulcast from Facebook, website, YouTube, whatever else we can get, Instagram, whatever we can do. But I'm not technical savvy like that. But if anybody out there wants to come help, I'm down. I mean, we're doing this through my cell phone.
Right.
And every show I've ever done in here is through my cell phone, minus one. And that one didn't come out so good, so I decided to go back to the cell phone. Because I got a professional camera back there on a tripod that I purchased with the intent of doing the interviews, recording them, and going back and editing. But I much prefer to do it live. Off the
That's the way
cuff,
to go.
no structure. I mean, just come in here and be goofy, have fun, cut up like you guys are doing. This
Right,
is
right.
perfect. I'm absolutely enjoying this.
We like that.
Well, I
quality.
noticed some angry reacts on there.
Angry on here?
I thought I saw a couple angry reacts.
I hope it was accidental. I mean, there is one person that tried to throw us under the bus.
Who's
one
mad,
time, but I
man?
don't know, man.
I see a little angry face.
Where?
Well, no. That's
No,
just
that's
a.
just okay.
That's just the bar, but
You know
I
what?
saw some angry
I'm gonna
reacts
zoom
fly.
up.
Can we
Let's see.
verify?
Let's see. Anybody? Yeah. Can we get the judges? The German judge threw in an
I don't
angry
know
face.
what we're doing to piss people off. I mean,
I don't know. This is fun, man. I really love doing this, and it's cool to meet so many different personalities. And like I've told, I think it was with Steve Blaze when he was in here. This has changed my life. Doing this stuff, it's made things better for me.
Also, I'm going to throw this out there again. I'll put this out on Facebook. Once all this is over and we start playing again, any local band that would like to part with a T-shirt, you can send it to me, and I will wear another local band's T-shirt at our gigs.
We're gonna make that happen.
So, I usually wear 2 a night because I sweat like a pig, So,
He's pretty gross.
yeah. So when we take the break and we come out for the second set, I'll throw on a different shirt, just to playing something dry. But
Yeah.
I will wear other local bands' T-shirts just to show support once
That's
all this is
beautiful.
over.
And that's wonderful. And local bands need the exposure.
Right, right.
And unlike the Vixen exposure that he likes to do on stage. Let's not expose too many people to that tonight,
don't
but
you tell me how to live my life.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying.
Well, see how he got the grandma. He was like doing a helicopter windmill thing with the.
Everybody
Oh.
likes that. Everybody
Cutting
likes
the
the
cake.
helicopter.
Cutting the cake.
Yeah, so it's like, and she-
helicopter. And
She pulled out the dentures and
And
What
who
movie
am
was-
I
what
not to
movie
take a
was that
gummy?
in? That
Who
was
am
in a
I not to
movie.
take a gummy?
Yes Man. Remember the movie Yes Man? Oh man. Oh yeah. You need some shelves built? Okay. The angry face was me. Sorry, accident. There you go. Good eyes. Good eyes. Southport needs to do a welcome back to reality all-star gig after this lockdown. Good job, Andy. That's a great idea.
Tight.
All day and night affair. Maybe a couple days. Do it for a whole weekend. Make that the festival.
That would
Maybe
be sick.
Southport could do it. Southport could do it inside. Then permits are out the question. The permits don't matter.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right,
All right. Beautiful. That's even better. Stephen Babin says this is a great show. It's because of these guys. We got so many wonderful personalities.
Steven, we
up
love
there.
you, Steven. Steven's a great guy, man.
Jeremy LaBeouf says no way. I don't know what he's talking about,
He's-
but that's okay. That's okay.
He's limited to me on what I can do.
Oh.
He's probably saying no way to Andy about something.
Ah.
Andy,
Gustavo
I'm glad
just
you
joined
enjoyed
us.
the show.
Nice. Hey, Guz is in the house. Gustavo is a guitar player and singer for Silver Dose.
What's up, Gustavo?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Great guy, great band. I haven't heard a whole bunch of this stuff, but I really like what I've heard so far. Acoustic kind of rock. Now, I want to say metal, but it's kind of one of those genres that I'm having trouble
Yeah.
placing. If y'all have a better explanation about the music y'all play, Silver Dose, please let us know, and we will more than happily expose you to the
Right,
world.
it's definitely something we did.
Is it on is it on that Facebook page?
It is absolutely on their Facebook
I'll
page.
definitely go check it out when I get home.
Hey, Mason Gust, share that link in the comments. Maybe some people want to check you out right now. Go check it out and then come back and let us know what you think. How's that sound? Because I am not opposed to people leaving the show to go see somebody that's playing live or go check out some of the stuff we're talking about. Just please let us know. And you know what? I've always preached this before the virus stuff happened, and I want to start doing it again, and I keep forgetting because we're not going out to shows or anything. And I tell everybody, if you go to a show, you go to a bar, you go out and do anything, you go tell somebody over there and say, Crescent City Gumbo sent you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they'll
Yeah.
probably look at you and give you some strange looks, but you know what? So what? Somebody's going to remember one day, you know.
Right.
Absolutely.
We're starting a revolution here. We're gonna I want to now this I don't mind talking about. I don't mind giving a little detail on what I'm trying to do with this. There's a lot of local bands that are heavy, that are pop punk, not pop, but pop punk bands.
pop punk is-
real heavy stuff that have trouble finding gigs. I mean, you got a few places, a few venues that'll let them in on a regular basis,
Twist
but
of Lime.
yeah, Twist of Lime,
Yeah.
Hurricanes will do it sometimes, but I'm a punk guy. I love punk music. I always have, and some local punk bands that are coming out with some amazing original stuff, and I'm like, dude, this is right up my alley. I love it. I'm very emotional about it. I'm very pumped by it because it gets me remembering my roots in my youth when I was in BMX, and I was so much fun.
Right.
So I'm like, I want to start an underground movement. I'm contacting some bars around here. I'm trying to get in touch with some people to have like a night. One night a month, maybe twice a month, once a week, even if we can, to have a couple of local bars do punk metal, like like heavy metal, like really in your face, tuned down to X. You know, I'm dropping my 9-string to double aught. You know, like yeah, and the breakdowns are like water going down. You say, you know, whatever. I can't do it because.
What places have you thought about contacting?
Well, I've
Right.
I've actually started working. I was thinking about Moby's. Even Moby's a little small. They might not be so willing to do it, but I've been talking to him about a few things over there. Of course, Hurricanes. I want to keep it going over there. Twist of Lime. I've been chatting with a little bit. Babylon. Working on stuff like that. But I'm just trying to hit up anybody that might be interested. Southport, even if they want to do it. But Southport's so big, they need to bring in people to pay the bills, keep the lights on.
Right.
So I've talked to Mark about doing live stuff from Southport. He's like, I'm really interested in it, but it costs so much to just open the doors.
It's not just that. Originals are really hard.
And that's the thing. I
Originals
want
are
more
really hard.
original, more promotion for original, like Lillian Axe. Come on, how much love does New Orleans give Lillian? About none.
None.
I mean, nobody's doing.
Zebra.
Yeah, Zebra. Yeah, Lillian Zebra. Why haven't they played Jazz Festival?
Right.
I mean, come on, they're epic. They're iconic. I mean, they defined a generation of New Orleanian, for one
Right.
thing. I mean, they've been out there busting their butts for decades.
Melting faces.
Melting
I have
faces.
been a Lillian fan for forever, man. It's like
Yeah.
I used to go check them out on the St. Christopher CYO circuit.
Dude, see what? That was you. That was you in the comments.
Yeah, man, it
I
was
forgot
like,
about that.
And man, it was like
Yeah. CYO and Lillian.
Lillian Axe, Razorway, Victorian Blitz,
Yeah.
just so many great bands on that circuit. And it was
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah, okay. There, Gustavo did put Silver Dose Nola lyric video. Yeah, that's one of their songs. I think they're debuting a song tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Yeah, Mason's coming in with. We're gonna try to play it. I'm sure we can make it happen.
Hell's to the end.
Yeah. We will debut it tomorrow. That's okay. So no, it's debuting in the comments right now, actually. So thanks, Mason.
It's a great room you got here, too.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
I dig
This
it.
is a lot of this is second hand, and some of it's third hand, fourth hand. And I mean, I bought some of it fairly new, like mic cables and stuff. But these lights, I pulled out of somebody's trash.
Damn.
Yeah, these
Old
lights,
school
yeah.
par cans.
No, that's
Making
par-
it happen is what
par,
you're saying.
Par 56 with 10-watt LED bulbs in it, man.
Yeah.
I like the lighting. We got good, decent white balance. I mean, come on. What are you gonna? How about the custom cabinets back there? How you like that?
I do
Yeah.
like those.
That was a Father's Day present. Thank you, my lovely wife. That was a Father's Day present. They need some work done. They're not functional, but they are beautiful. And I got some Turbo Sound IP2000s back there. Wonderful sound system, wonderful speakers. They're on loan from a friend of mine, Alan Maxwell, who plays bass for Sugar Shaker right now, and has been in Mojo and a lot of other bands.
Alan
that.
used to
Sugar
do booking out on Bourbon too, didn't he?
Yeah, Alan's an amazing musician, and he doesn't just play bass. I mean, it's great guy. I met him. He was. I think that when I met him, he was playing bass for No Idea.
Oh.
So yeah, he's been in a
Troy
lot of
Marks.
bands. Troy Marks, excellent front man, wonderful charisma. That dude, yeah. All right, but we got so much talent around here, so
Yes.
much. We need
And-
to start pushing that
Right, and that
so much.
that's what makes it so difficult for bands. You know, like we can go out and push our image, we can go out and push our stuff. We have to excel because there are so many good bands,
Yeah.
you know, in the New Orleans area.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
Like when we did that show at House of Blues, like
Yeah.
we did it with 5 or 6 other bands.
Yeah.
We had to go out and just kill it because we knew those bands were really good.
Yeah.
You know, Green Gasoline was one of
Oh,
them.
Green Gasoline.
Funny story, because we show up, we go to the dressing room,
Yeah.
and we come out looking like we do,
Yeah.
wigs, spandex,
Nice.
and all the other bands are like, "Oh, rock stars!" They started kind of
Cracking up at us.
laughing at us and kind of ribbing us a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
But look, 3 songs in,
Yeah.
and they were all standing by the side of the stage. watching,
Right,
and
yeah,
they
it
were-
was-
Nice.
We came off, and they were like, "Dude,
We
that
got a
was
lot of high fives.
awesome."
That's
They're like-
beautiful.
Got a lot of
They're like, I forgot how much I love that song.
Yeah. Yeah, you playing the right songs from the right decade in the right genre.
Right,
And
right.
there's so many people that still love that particular genre in that decade. It's
And
amazing.
you hit it on the head because it's so hard to go to a venue. Sometimes, you know, you might not play to anybody, you know, but you go to a crowd that is into this music,
Absolutely.
and I didn't think there was that many people left in the
Oh my
world,
God.
you know, that was so into 80s hair. And when I had auditioned for them, I'm like, man, these songs are really hard to sing. And I don't think that people are really into this stuff,
Right.
but they are because let me tell you, from the word go, when we started Rock You Like a Hurricane till we finished our set, we had to cut some songs
Yeah.
on at House of Blues because people would just, I mean, the balcony was full. It was just packed to the max. And they were loving it. And we heard leaving stage the cheers that they were saying. It's just like, that's something I didn't expect out of this band.
So
you know?
you guys are true rock stars. That's amazing.
And the funny thing is one of the guys who was giving us huge props
Right.
was the singer for Southern Brutality.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he was like, and here's this guy, he's "Rah," when he sings, and he's like,
You got that Cookie Monster rock.
and when we came off, he's like, "Dude, round and round, I forgot how much I love that song."
That's
I was like,
awesome.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, cool.
All right.
But he's an awesome dude, man.
Andy
Yeah.
Malnar's at it again. Black Flag needs a tribute band. Call him Raid.
That's tight.
All right. Let's see.
Nice.
But you have to remember they bring back Moosey, M-U-C-I, Juanita.
Moose.
Moose?
Yeah, just in the hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, Moose. Is that how you spell Moose?
Yeah,
M-U-C-I?
M-O-U-S-E.
Oh, but there was a... Never mind. Okay. Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. Louisiana Rock and Roll Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Music that brings back memories, of course. Good stuff. Bald Dog Project. Heavy acoustic, man. Have y'all heard them? I was just introduced to them like yesterday. Love them, and actually, we're talking about getting them on the show real soon. I can't
Nice,
wait.
nice.
Yeah. Felix joined. Felix is true rock star. John Walden. We are working on it. Got in touch today. That's John Walden. He's he plays in Bald Dog Project. You got to pee?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, man. It rained enough. Go. I got stepping stones.
I'll be
out there.
back.
You just
Oh,
be-
and shout out to Felix too, man.
Yeah.
He was at our last show at
Yeah,
Kudos. Thanks for
Felix
tuning in here.
Galan. Felix was the he was the lead singer for
Yeah.
Snowblind
Yeah.
for many years.
Snowblind. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Awesome. Let's see. Love the custom cabinets. Yeah. Mason was the first person that was like, dude, where'd you get those? I was like, cool, man. And so, Steven.
I see Stephen Babbin's on there.
Yeah. 80s rock. 80s rock is all I listen to, and that's not a bad thing.
It's funny how we met Stephen. Stephen strolled into Smitty's.
Uh-oh. Stumbled.
I guess he kind of stumbled in. He's like, he said he was just gonna pop in before he left to go somewhere else. And he walks in, and we're in the middle of Never Enough by L.A. Guns.
Nice.
And he's like, I'm staying.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff, man. Can't miss out, dude. I really appreciate y'all being here. This has been fun. This is I get to hang out with you guys. This is great. So if y'all let's line up as soon as we can make it happen. Get y'all in here to play. Because I mean it's different playing for nobody. It's different from having practice because it's a full on show. Like when we had I've had a few full on shows in here. Like the Kurt Loaders, there were 5 people. The bass player was in that back corner. I made some more space. I got rid of the lighting trees. I just have the lights mounted to the ceiling now. So we have a little bit more room. But man, it's fun. I get to sit here and watch these awesome shows. So
Yeah, man.
it's me being kind of selfish.
As soon as we can get everybody in one room and knock the
what
rust
you
off
got?
a
What you
little
got?
bit,
Now come around front, man. Come around front. We want to see you strut. Let's see you work.
He's doing that pee strut like I just
He's
had to do.
everybody,
been painting in those pants.
everybody.
Right. Yeah, how you like the shipping blankets? This is all shipping blankets, and
I
they
think he's
muffle.
about to go paint your siding.
That's fine. That's fine. Just don't pee in the fish pond, man. I got a fish out there that survived some nasty stuff, man. I've had many a goldfish out there, but this one's getting big, beautiful fish. And of course, my daughter named the fish Sparkles. We're assuming it's a female, but hey, it's a beautiful goldfish. We're gonna hang on to her. I will have a pond as long as this fish is
Does
alive.
it have fish titties?
You like fish sticks?
I know it. I
the
like
best
fish
joke
titties.
ever.
I like fish titties.
Best joke ever. I fell in love with a gay fish.
Look, let me tell you something. If loving titties is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Yes,
I wrote a song about that, and I'll let
Like
you.
to hear-
I'm
hear
not.
it.
I'm not going to play it on the air. But actually, when I was working with the Mixed Nuts for years, there was this little scenario that we would do after the. I'm sure my wife's loving this. It was this little scenario that we would do after the show. Sometimes after we toured, we're tearing down gear, we'd take a break, we'd all kind of hang out and talk about the show and stuff. And yeah, well, a couple of the guys contacted me one day and said, "Hey, remember that song that you used to sing? You made up?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You ever write any of the lyrics down?" I was like, "No, man, never thought about it." It's like, "Dude, we're trying to remember the song because it's so funny because you write them down for us." And I was like, "Sure, no problem." The two keyboard players went in and they actually recorded the song, and oh, dude, it's so awesome. And you know what? I will blurt the title out there for you, even though I probably shouldn't. Karen, cover Kate's ears. It's called "Titties Make the World Go Round."
I like it.
So thank you
Mine's
for
let
that.
me see them titties, girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
we did a show at Smitty's and
Smitty's
I
titties.
think at one point there was 3 bras on the stage.
Oh yeah.
One of them was mine.
he had one on his head. We actually used that one for a couple.
Yeah, a couple
posters.
shots. Yeah.
Nice.
It
Cool,
was
man.
a good
Cool.
time. When we-
Sounds like a lot of good times with you guys.
Oh yeah,
Right.
It's like sometimes you'll be there and like if you toss a stick out in the crowd, somebody may come to you and say, "Hey, can you sign this stick?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then
Sign my stick.
you might get somebody go, "Hey, can you sign this?" And then I immediately look.
You got
over,
an extra big pen.
I immediately look over to the wife and she's like, "Go ahead,
Yeah. You're a rock star, man.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
let me sign that for you."
And obviously, you're married to a wonderful woman.
She is great.
She tolerates that. My wife,
Sherry is awesome.
I don't think my wife would let me go that far, and I don't have a reason to do stuff like that.
She's
so,
like,
I mean,
if
I'm
you're
not a rock
signing it,
star.
sign it. Just don't touch it. So it's like
You just had to.
Sign it with a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Go back up.
You just had to tell us your passion for titties on the down low.
Hey, you met my wife.
No, he did.
Ooh.
There's a story I'll tell you about one of those when we're off. the air.
Yeah. We try to keep it a family show, but Vixen Rose doesn't know how to handle that.
Vix will be Vix to the day he dies.
Oh no. Mason actually heard the song and he's like, "Sing the titty song." I was like, "No,
Sing the titty song.
no, man, no." I remember.
Is that what, that's what we're gonna be known for, the band with the titties on.
Right.
I remember the Bra
I'm
Nights
cool with
at
that.
Stephen Babbitt.
Yes.
If loving titties is wrong,
Then
I don't want to be right.
What my
Yeah,
wife
Steve's the
said,
band that
Uh-oh.
comes to all the shows.
You can sing, you can sign, just don't linger.
Right.
All right.
Might as well like, let me see them titties, girl. Them titties won't let my eyes be. Let me see them titties, girl. You know them titties look good to me. Yeah. It's a little taste.
Yeah.
A little taste of them
A little
titties.
taste of it. Can you taste it?
Good
Oh, dude, I see album covers. I mean,
Right.
taste.
Titties are the
Sounds
best
easy.
invention in God's creation because a titty's so nice he made it twice.
There you go.
So like eyeballs and nostrils. I mean,
Write
does
that
that count
down.
too?
No, I mean
Testicles?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you look at him with? Your eyeballs.
Ah, that's what. Oh, you
Right,
see?
right.
I see what he's getting
Right.
deep. Nobody else noticed.
Now,
that. I
see,
caught
see,
that.
like titties, tattoos on titties or piercings. Why? They're
Tattoos.
great by themselves. They don't need decorations.
Right. Just my tongue.
They are decorations. I mean,
That's
come on.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. We
my
need
thing.
monuments. Monuments made. Nobody gonna tear them down.
Right, that's not what you invited us here to talk about.
You never know what's gonna happen when you get the rock stars up in here. Oh no, Juanita, yum yum.
Oh, Juanita.
Are you showing yours? I mean, did I miss something? You can sign just on. Okay, man, this is a. My body's telling me no.
But my body.
Yeah, that's it. My body's telling me yeah. Yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong.
With the little titties, even with the little ones, All right, I'm gonna be busted up later. My wife's gonna tear.
Right,
into this
what
one,
are we
so-
doing here? Let's
Thanks,
get
guys.
back to
All
focus.
right. So, all right. Influences. Obviously, we know what your influence. Steve, we know your guitarist influence, but what's your favorite music? Your favorite genre that you don't play? Like guilty pleasure stuff. What really-
Guilty pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Soft rock.
Soft rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta play with it a
like
little bit.
Air
Florida?
Supply, REO
Ooh.
Speedwagon,
Yeah, Air Supply.
Okay,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
I got
Oh
you.
God, yeah, man.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that stuff, dude.
You sing out loud when you're
Yeah,
driving?
I mean, yeah, I do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great music to really fucking feel something too.
Hey, there you
Have
go,
you
man.
seen him play guitar? He does this.
On the shows, but I mean on.
Well, look,
He
here's the
does this.
deal. Now everybody's just really enamored by the technological aspect of music and its
Of course.
capability.
Sure.
Whereas back in the day, songwriting was a huge. That was like, can you sing and can you write songs?
Yeah.
And playing well comes without say.
Right.
Are you a musician?
Now it's kind of like who's got the nicest gadget, who's
Yeah.
played it, with it the most, who spent the most time
Yeah.
on their audio workstation. Whereas in a day it was like God-given talent.
And now it's like, how many
Right.
times can you sing the chorus?
Yeah, I mean,
Your
it's-
three-word chorus.
It's
Can
a
you
funny
sing it
thing,
57
man.
times in one song?
You know, it's not even just that, man. It's like, you can have a gadget that produces a sound. And here's the thing about synths, just real quick. Synthesizers and real instruments.
Sure.
If you hit a note on a guitar, that's just a string that has been pulled in between 2 points on a piece of wood, and it's touching your flesh, which
Ooh.
has bone underneath it, and all kinds of other tissues and
Wood,
blood.
bone. I mean, come on.
Damn.
But look, here's the point. Not to go too deep, but here's the
All right.
point. Every time you hit a note on a real instrument, a trumpet, a drum, a guitar, it's slightly different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Even if it's mostly the same thing.
Sure.
Whereas on a synthesizer or audio workstation, you play something and it creates this wave that is exactly the same every time, and your ear would have never heard that in
Yeah.
nature. So
Right.
it's almost like salt. The reason why salt tastes good and sugar tastes good is because they're not abundant in nature.
Huh.
So when your mouth tastes that, it's like, stay here, consume this. It's the same thing with all these digital sounds.
Can I get an amen?
True that, man. It's like it's mankind's ability to manipulate its own environment
Absolutely. Ones
has
and-
done that
yeah.
with sound
Yeah.
as well.
Beautiful.
And that's why, electronic music, EDM, those
Yeah.
styles sound so good. It's like why a lot of kids like rap music. Well, you can't relate to this message. You don't know what it's like. Suburban kids don't know what it's like to live on the street and deal drugs and
Sure.
go to jail, but they love rap music. Well, it's because all that music, the beats behind it is synth driven, so
Yeah.
it's just pretty polished sounds. No mixing, no mastering. It's just
You
it
don't have
sounds
to.
good
Yeah, it's-
already.
Boom.
And you're listening to the beat, but you're not listening to the lyrical context.
Oh my God.
And it has to do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like playing soft rock?
Yeah, I love soft rock. Let's talk. Soft rock, let's talk.
Let's talk more soft rock. All right. How about you, Vixen, man? What's your guilty pleasure music, man?
Man, 90s old.
90s all.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you heard of the Kurt Loaders?
No.
Wonderful band. Wonderful band. And that's what they do.
I love that kind of stuff, and we
Yeah.
tried to dip into that a little bit. But so how I got in this band was I played. Well, I didn't play guitar. I sang with a guitar player that was a friend of mine, and he happened to be playing with Don at the time, and they were looking for a singer, and he sent me the set list, and I'm like, man. I love 80s hair. When I say I love 80s hair, it's totally bitchin', I think is the
Yeah.
word they would use for that.
Ooh.
Totally bitchin'. But to sing it is another demon, you know. That's, you can love something, but to sing it, you know, like he was saying, instrument wise, that's the only instrument you can't tune. It's, you know, you just gotta find it, you know. And so singing, and to sing 3 hours of it is even,
Yeah, I mean that's hard on. I don't even want to think about.
No, that's
that.
It's even
only a handful
more.
of people can do that.
Oh, man.
right, it's even more challenging. So like,
And the Top Dogs don't do that. I mean, who sings for 4 hours a night? You know?
I went and
Yeah,
I went and
45
auditioned.
minutes, take an hour break.
Right. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It really is. Like,
Marky Mark can do it though.
Oh, of
so
course.
I auditioned, and Don was like, "Hey, so, you know, you want to play with us?" And I'm just like, "Man, did I actually make an audition?"
And look,
It was
another
an
thing-
unofficial. Nobody
Yeah.
had any
Well,
idea what was happening
look,
with
we
it.
have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, I'll
if
say
you
this.
can't tell that they have fun, something's wrong.
Yeah, and
We have an awesome time.
Hey, look, you can hear lovely sounds by playing records at home.
Yeah.
But if you want to
Backwards.
come out and be a part, well, of course, backmasking's a lovely technique. But here's the thing: you want to come out to shows to interact, to have fun, to see somebody do
Right.
something that you either can't or won't do,
Yeah,
and
That
we
is
do
right.
that.
like
And
juggling.
That is
I'm not
right.
saying we're the best band. I would never say that. I don't even think we're close, to be honest. But here's
No,
the
but
deal.
we'll entertain the shit out of you.
I know we're a contender for
That could
funnest
get
band
nasty.
in town. I hope.
Like I told them all the time, this is a challenge vocally.
Yeah.
So to get up there and, you know, I do my high kicks. One time I back planted. And I just got up and
Nice.
just kept going because
You know David Lee Roth, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Dude.
and I was like, F it, let's just keep going. I mean,
That's
I did.
a true
I back
Marky Mark
planted
moment right there.
And I was like, because that is what we do.
I can do that right now.
I know he can. I think at a show one time I said he'll kick the hat off your head. But it's a show, and we put forth a show. So this was a challenge on me to come into this. As far as vocally, I had to relearn how I was singing. I had to learn a lot of songs I didn't know.
Right.
You know, a lot of songs.
Yeah.
You're talking to like a 60 song set at least. You know, just learning. And 80s hair is not like 90s alt. It's there's a lot of change ups. There's a lot of shit going on in there. You know,
Even tempo changes. I mean, you got
Yes.
crazy bridges and all. Yeah.
yes, and you got to learn all that at once. And they're like, okay, well, you have a gig in 2 weeks, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Good thing you're not doing anything else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was challenging, but there is not a show without a screw up.
Right,
You know,
well, absolutely.
That is music. I
Yeah.
mean, you
Show your
you show me a
vulnerability.
musician that doesn't screw up on stage, I'll show you an effing liar.
Yeah.
You know, so it was nerve wracking, and I have a lot of anxiety going into shows because of certain things.
Sure.
But at the end of the show, you don't want to get off stage. You don't want to go backstage.
It's a high.
It is.
Yeah, you
Oh
get that
man,
buzz
that
going.
adrenaline
Yeah,
is kicking.
absolutely.
So even though my dirty pleasure is 90s alt,
Yeah.
now I found a new home in 80s hair.
Beautiful, man.
You know?
Beautiful.
Amen.
All right, how about you, Sticks?
I know you wanna leave me. I love
But I
Motown.
refuse. Nice.
I love Motown.
How
man.
about Remember the Titans? Speaking of
Yeah,
Motown,
man.
remember
I
that
love
movie?
that movie,
Oh,
man.
dude, great soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful movie too.
Yeah,
Every-
no, I love old school Motown. That's
Beautiful.
what I listen to when I'm not listening to 80s hair.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah, everybody can relate to a lot of that stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, even the younger cats like Vixen and stuff. I mean, what are you like? Be like
I ain't
20
that young, baby.
You
I ain't that
27
young. I
or
ain't that
something?
young.
I mean, come on.
I just get the young ladies.
You get them. No, you get the old ones, man. Come on. You got to start at the top.
Well, I ain't discriminatory towards anybody. Come on,
equal
ladies.
opportunity.
He's
Yeah.
a true student of the game.
Well,
Nice.
Are you familiar with Steel Panther?
A little bit.
Love
Steel Panther has a song called Gang Bang at the Old Folks Home. It was written about Vicks.
It was not. You see, he's a liar because I gangbang everywhere.
Oh,
That restricts me to
Even
local
at the
tongue.
orphanages. Yeah, that's great. That's terrible. That's terrible. All right.
I think Charles Barkley would say terrible.
terrible. That's terrible. Man. Oh man.
I think
Charles
Vix
Barkley.
actually got it on in a Little Caesars one time,
Yeah.
didn't you, Vix?
I once
Then it
got
was a
busy
big
in a
Caesars.
Burger King bathroom.
She ordered the all meat.
Ooh. The oh my
$5
god.
hot and ready, huh?
No, it was like $8. It was like $8.
$8. You spent the extra
Come
to
on,
get the
I
pickles.
ain't charged them.
For $5, it was hot and ready.
All right, let's see.
Where we at?
All right, let's see. We got sing us a song, please. Is what
Oh,
Juanita
God.
said. Juanita ta 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 said Janet.
Ooh, Juanita ta 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 ta.
Yeah,
Sounds
Juanita ta 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 ta.
double delightful.
Nice. All right, Ed Goday just joined. All right, so what's the last show y'all played? Last show.
The CUDA.
The
yeah,
CUDA.
Barracudas in St. Bernard.
The CUDA down in the parish. Shannon Acevedo, Laura Grimaldi, Todd Diaz. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Nikki. I can't forget Nikki either.
They treated us really well.
Yeah,
How was that show?
Man, it was
It went off.
great. It was like that was the next show after the one where I was tripping balls. So it was like kind of had to do a makeup. So we just ran.
And like I said, Don was not sick. I gave him acid. That's why he was
I
tripping.
turned around and he goes like, and I'm like, I'm looking at my musical cues, and he goes, and kept drumming.
I was like, I don't know where we
I was
are.
like, I look over him like,
Yeah,
oh
he
shit.
just kept saying the walls were breathing.
It was just
Like,
one of those nights,
oh,
man. So
shit.
I was like, we gotta stop. You know, and it was like, I just had like, I had to get out of there. But
So
so
the
the
body's telling me no.
yeah, it was telling me no.
That's it. But my body keeps telling me yes. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So next week was the
that was
CUDA,
nice.
and I'll tell you what, it was a great show, and we
I bet you, man.
What?
we loved
There's a
it.
lot of energy in the parish, man. I mean,
Oh,
and
God.
when they get out, dude, okay, dude, maybe I am a musician. I was actually hired to play cajon with a couple members from the band. Why can't I think of the name of the band? It'll come to me. But it was in the parish at a little daiquiri shop somewhere that plays all rap music. So
Paradise.
yeah,
Oh, no.
that sounds right. That
That's
sounds right,
Paradise, yeah.
dude. We were
Was
in
it
there.
a female singer that you played with?
Yeah.
Was it Lindsay?
From what band?
What's the name of that band?
Lindsay
Don?
Tassin. That's
Lindsay-
Pop Trio.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh
Cypress Pop
no.
Trio.
Little blonde-headed chick.
No. God, why can't I think of the name? Karma. Karma's the name of it.
Karma.
Yeah, it was a female vocalist
That's
and the,
Dave Ankar.
Yeah,
That's
Karma.
Harvey
yeah,
Jesus'
yeah.
son.
Yeah.
the guitar player.
No, the singer.
No, the singer.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Baby
Well,
Jesus.
no, I was with two of the. There was they double booked that night, and the guitar player and the female vocalist went to do a show at this daiquiri shop, and they needed a percussionist. And my buddy Alan from Sugar Shaker's like, dude, somebody's looking for a percussionist. I'm like, I'm not a percussionist. I can't do it. It's like, dude, you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine. So I show up with my cajon, which was a Father's Day present. I made
That's
enough
awesome.
money that night to pay for that cajon. So I was like, dude, I'm a professional musician. Is that what counts? I mean, it was great. It was fun. We had
Yeah,
a blast.
Karma's insane, man.
Karma
Karma's
is
really
great,
good.
very entertaining. My buddy Eddie Malero from C&M Music and All Pro Productions runs sound for Karma. So
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so it's a small.
I've seen him I work at the Fillmore, and I've seen him there quite a few
Nice.
times, man.
Dave
worked
is
at the
extremely
Yeah.
talented.
Oh, dude, the whole band is extremely talented. Lupe
Yeah.
on drums. Yeah, I love it.
They opened
Fun
up
stuff.
a Cheap Trick actually.
Did they really?
At
I'm a
Toast
Cheap Trick
Ball
fan.
About 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I mean just the choreography and shit that they have.
Oh
is
yeah, they get dancers
It
up there.
is
Yeah.
Dancers
Oh,
and yeah.
point. And
Yeah.
you know, as a musician, you're standing there and you're like, man, this is incredible. You know how good this person. You know how hard stuff is when you've done it.
Yeah.
You know, and to look at him and to look at their band, you know, and I asked him because I talked to Dave here and there, you know, not all the time, but here and there, and I'm like, man, how often do y'all practice a week? And he's like, once. And I'm like,
Yeah. Some
that
people
is
just have it.
mine blowing
Yeah,
to
some
me.
people just got it.
We
man.
get together once a week, and I feel like I always, and you can ask these too, I always feel like I'm getting on stage unprepared all the time. Like
Wow.
you never feel like you prepared enough for a show. Ever.
And that's appealing to a crowd to see that vulnerability in someone that's up there playing. You might not show your weaknesses, but they see you. There's a little bit of nervousness,
You can't.
and it's there. But and that's appealing to a crowd. It's like, wow, this guy's up there. He's rocking this, but he's trying. He's putting effort into it. This isn't something
Right.
that just comes natural from him. He's actually working for this. So
Right.
it's a bit. And somebody said your tattoo looks amazing on here.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
he
Janet-
always gets compliments on that.
Janet, yeah.
Miracle.
That's how we. That's how I met the guys from LA Guns. We were standing there watching them do their sound
Yeah.
check, and they come off stage, and the drummer walks up to me and he goes, "Is that a tat?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I thought you actually had a sleeve on you know, like another
did it,
shirt
yeah.
under." And I'm like, "No, man." So he's like, he calls the rest of the guys, "Hey guys, come check this out," you know. And
Yeah.
Phil comes over with his British accent. "Oh, that's nice," you
Oh,
know.
look at him showing that tongue ring.
So-
All they told me was stop filming.
And then I met Tommy Lee.
Oh,
During
Yeah.
the filming of The Dirt, they were filming literally right up the street from my house on the corner.
nice.
And,
oh, the dirt.
So I pulled up, and him and Nikki were standing outside, and I yelled, "Hey, T-Bone!" He's like, "What's up?" So
Nice.
he calls me over, and he's like, "Man, you in the movie?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm just a fan." He goes, "Oh, bro, what? No way."
Nice.
And he's like, "That is a sick tat." And,
Yeah,
you know, coming
that's
from a
right.
dude who's all tatted
No,
up,
I'm telling you,
I'm
yeah.
like, well, cool, thanks, man.
That's awesome. I don't have any tats.
He
I'm
actually
not-
signed
I-
this shirt, but it faded off.
So funniest of stories to feed off of that was one of the jackets I wear on stage all the time
All right.
is Mick Mars's
The-
jacket in
the final scene where they're
Yeah.
walking on stage, the jacket that Mick Mars is wearing, he owns, and he wears
and I
on
wear it
stage.
on stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's epic, man.
Yep,
That's
yep.
cool stuff. Juanita says, "How about a drum solo?"
I tell you what,
Don, just get it.
we
They're
know
on.
I'll move
They're
out
on.
your way.
we will actually put that into a show because I've been toying with that idea of incorporating a drum solo into the set. So
No, I think she means right now.
right now, no, not right now, but
Yeah, those drums are intimidating.
yeah, we will incorporate that into the set, and there will be a solo.
Hey, maybe if you invite us back, we can all do something, or
Yeah,
or
man.
just a show in general. You know,
Yeah,
just
just
one song or something.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Invite you back. Just knock on the door. Actually, no. Just bust in. Who cares, man?
Our second guitarist, Mr. Nuno Brada,
Yeah.
he was going to be here tonight, but it's actually his lady's birthday.
Nice.
They
Well,
have
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Ashley.
Happy birthday from Crescent City Gumbo.
So and
Talk to the people.
Yeah.
Mr. Kid Vicious, our bassist.
Kid Vicious. I love it.
Yes, he is. He's home in Slidell with his family.
Yeah, he's
Nice,
one in
nice.
teen and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take care of your family, man.
That's it.
Especially when it's
Family
birthdays,
first.
man. Birthdays.
first.
My daughter's birthday was during the coronavirus thing, so we put it live on Facebook.
I watched.
Did you watch?
I was on. I was
we,
on.
We
man.
sang happy birthday to her on Facebook. It's just my wife, my daughter, and I, and we just and my little girl loves being on camera. She loves being in the studio.
Oh,
we did
nothing wrong with
we
that.
did a whole night, just the two of us. We were in here for a couple of hours just doing karaoke. Just
Oh,
just the
nice.
two of us. We were in our pajamas. It was a pajama party. So yeah.
I love karaoke.
Do you?
I do too. I do too.
Right.
guys.
I'm
I
a
have
fan.
deep
I am a fan.
passion.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we'll do karaoke next time because
Don't you threaten me with a good time,
Ooh, don't need nothing.
but a good time.
Karaoke, I
Yeah.
can't resist. Yeah,
I'm
wonderful.
definitely down for some karaoke, man.
Dude, I love me some karaoke.
That's it.
All right, I do have a few ideas that maybe you guys want to be on as well. That I came up with recently. I want to have like a percussionist challenge. You might have heard a little bit about this already.
A little
Nice.
bit, not much. But
Okay,
I heard
I
the
wanted.
idea.
I'm starting with
guitar up.
percussionists. We're gonna move to bass. We're gonna move to guitar. I want to do it with every instrument we possibly can, even vocalists. All right.
Oh, yeah.
With the vocalists, it'll be a little different. We have to find somebody to keep the tempo for us.
It's
But
okay. I'm different.
my idea is get several. I have like 7 percussionists that have signed up so far. I want to get everybody to come in. I'm gonna treat it like a game show.
Nice.
I was like, okay, everybody, you're here. You don't know why. You're gonna play drums. You're gonna bang on stuff. We're gonna make some noise, right? Okay. In front of you, you have a die. Roll that die. This is the order you're going to play in. What you're going to play, you have no idea what it is. We're going to open the door to the studio. You're going to go in there, and whoever rolls 1 has to go in first. You pick.
I love it.
You pick whatever's up there that you want to play. You bring it back outside. Then the next person goes in. You have 15 seconds to come in, pick, and go out. While you get yours, somebody else is in there picking. You need to go set up. By the time the last person comes out, number 1 has to start playing. And whatever you play, it's on you. You pick whoever's playing first picks the tempo. You go to town. You go have fun.
Are you kidding me?
It's going to be, but it's going to be unconventional instruments.
This is hell to the yeah. Are you
This is
kidding
going to
me?
be unconventional instruments, whatever we have. Like
So I could be playing that folding chair.
and I was actually going to say yes, the folding chair, that monitor right there. Who knows? There's another folding chair here. This plastic crate. You never know, man.
I'm so competitive too. So you might have a good show going on when I start rolling around with,
but it's not
with the other person like, you suck.
It's not going to be like a contest, really. I'm going to try to play it like that, and I think it's going to be so fun because everyone that signed up, they play different. It's a completely different genre. Everybody's got their own style. My son, who's a percussionist, he doesn't play kit, but he plays everything else. He did a lot of DCI, WGI stuff all over the.
He's probably got that Marty Hurley influence, huh?
Yeah, my son started Brother Martin the year after Marty Hurley passed, but he still has a little bit of his influence. My son calls me. My wife and I are heading up there to go see him play in Dayton, Ohio. He's like, Dad, can you bring your distortion pedal? I was like, why? I was like, okay, no problem. No, I was like, absolutely, I'll bring it with me. But what's going on? He's like, I'll tell you when you get here.
So DCI, who do you play with?
Boston Crusaders.
Gotcha.
Top 6 core. I mean, the first.
I follow DCI.
DCI is awesome, man.
I love it.
Well, I show up and they're having a little conference. They're talking about what they're doing. They're working on the show, and my son comes out with one of the guys, and he says, "All right." And my son's like, "Yeah, my dad brought us the distortion pedal." I was like, "Cool." And he's like, and I handed it to him, and the guy takes off, and I'm like, "Where's he going?" He's like, he's going to set it up. It's like, what is he setting it on? A piece of railroad. The tie? Oh, no, not the actual railroad, the iron chunk of railroad.
Damn.
And they ran that with a distortion pedal. Sounded amazing. It was crazy, but they didn't use it in the show. They decided to not use it in the show. But as I brought the distortion pedal to hear him play on a railroad, a chunk of steel, iron. It's beautiful. I mean, they play brake drums.
It's like that chick that plays a saw. Yeah, she plays a saw over at it used to be, it's Old Araby Bar now, but
what about the cordless the drill on Pound Cake?
oh yeah.
They remember
Yeah.
yeah,
I actually
Pound Cake,
just sent the video to Steve. It is Vince Neil with his solo band. It's a song called "You're Invited But Your Friends Can't Come."
Oh,
And he does this thing he's got like a little toy ray gun that he puts on a pickup as Steve Stevens, guitarist for Billy Idol,
oh, nice.
played in Vince's.
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah.
He does this thing where he puts his toy ray gun on the pickup and makes some pretty cool sounds.
Cool, man. Andy said, got to roll live from Lillian live from Steve's man cave in a minute. Let's see what else is going. Love that idea. Okay.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a lot of wonderful stuff that we've been chatting about here, and we're gonna come true on a lot of this stuff. Hopefully, we get that festival going. I guarantee you, if we can show Southport a few numbers, and we can guarantee to bring in a crowd or 3, they'll be down to do some kind of live local festival thing, rock and roll fest from Southport. That would be wonderful. So
Yeah.
all right, guys. Thank y'all for y'all ready to shut it down? I mean, we could go for
Thank y'all,
hours.
man. Thank
We could
y'all.
go-
Right.
Thanks everybody for participating and
This is-
listening too.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely
incredible,
wonderful.
man.
Yeah, thank you all so much. It was wonderful to meet you guys. Thank you for the swag and being nice to my family. That was wonderful, guys.
No, man, don't mention it.
Oh,
Thank you.
beautiful. I'm going to mention it a lot. That's because that's just the kind of guy I am.
Right.
So, all right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Crescent City Gumbo, man. This is I had a blast here with these guys. I'm telling you, this Vixen guy did. Hide your.
He's
hide
all
your-
right. He's all right.
Hide
He's
your
also single,
daughters,
ladies. He's
hide your
single.
wives, hide your grandparents.
That's it.
He be raping everybody.
Yeah, it's like it's not
'Cause
your,
I'm
your
coming for
girlfriend's
everybody
not
here.
safe, your mama's not safe.
Your mama's not safe. Well, all right. Thanks, guys. If you're driving, don't drink. If you're drinking, don't drive. Take care of the ones that are driving around because they did get you home safe. To the ones you care that care about you. Hang in there. We're a community. We're going to be even tighter when we get out of this. We're going to make sure that more local bands, more local original acts get more gigs out there. We want everybody to jam. We want everybody to have fun. Get your music out there. If you want to come on the show, anytime. Anytime, I'm open to anybody. I don't care if I don't like your genre. Come in, we'll talk, we'll let you perform, get your name out there. Hopefully we'll get some more eyes on you. And man, this has been a blast.
Right, it's been awesome.
Loved it, bro.
Yeah,
I
this
really
has been-
appreciate you for having us.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna limp over to my camera over there and turn it off because that's the only way to stop this. And I did a lot of yard work today. Hey, thanks
Thank
for
you!
tuning in. Yeah, look at these guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm crushing you. I'm crushing you. All right, have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.